Fam, as a 49er person, have you ever when's the last time you were in a good mood for such a long stretch of time? I mean, we went through the anxiety of each and every game before the game, right? And during the course of a lot of 49er games, you got to go through that. They take us down to the last minute, the last 2 or 3 possessions, you're like sitting on the edge of your seat or standing on top of your roof or something, like looking down through the chimney. It's just crazy what you got to go through with the 49ers. But look at all the pain and suffering. And we got no right to complain because we're 13-3. Well, 14-3 now. But I mean, the thing is, isn't it fun being a 49er? Ooh, you know what I keep saying? Remember that iconic moment before the game started and Joe came walking across. No. Joe came floating across the field. It was like something, and I don't think they put it in slow-mo. Maybe they did. Maybe that's why it freaked me out. But you got Joe Montana floating across the field. Nobody else walking with him, just him by himself. He's walking across the field with the shades on. He's like the definition of cool, right? Dude is walking across. I can't get over that moment. It's making me crazy when I think about it. Look at Joe, man. God dang, that is awesome. So anyway, yeah, proud of my 49ers, our 49ers. So, yeah. Onward we go. We got a few days to go before the game until we're all like checking into hospitals before and after the game. Because even if we win, we're like, because we've come too far. We've come too far not to go all the way, right? So don't tell me we're not going to win this game this weekend. And people say, man, you need to chill out, man, because like you talk too much and jinxing it. Superstition is overrated, okay? I'm going to keep on talking because these are moments we're not going to always be able to have. And that's why I'm pumping the Niners. Yes! Hey, let's go ahead and get serious here for a moment. The midweek practice report has D Ford and George Kittle setting out, but maybe nothing to worry about there because D, according to the report, hasn't had a setback. Niners are just holding him out of practice just as a precautionary move, according to Matt Myelko. Same with Quan Alexander, who was limited in practice today due to that recently recovered tear in his pec, so you don't want to get too silly with that. So they're fine; they'll be out there. And that ankle soreness of Kittle's, it's a bit worrisome because it is an ankle, it's a joint. It's when he drives stuff off. But then again, it's George Kittle. It's all you got to know. There's nothing that's going to stop him from playing Sunday. They'd have to They'd have to call the police and have George put in jail. There's no way he's going to miss the game Sunday. So 49ers kept him out of practice today. It is midweek. He's got a few days to get better. I'm sure they're going to treat him like crazy. On his ankle like crazy. So, hey, fam, we got to get some kudos out, too. Nicky Bosa. We'll do this in the offseason because for those of us who picked Nick Bosa, we already feel like we've got we've got pedigree, and we've also... Notice I use a strong term like pedigree. We've got qualifications to say who we think should be picked up in the draft next year because we picked this one right this year. Nick. I said Nick Bosa, man. This dude is a savage. I don't care about his other stuff. He plays football. He gets along with people. And as you've noticed, he's got along. There's all kind of black people on the 49er squad. Do you see any problem? No. So, I knew this. So I said, bring that kid in here, man. And let our players get him straightened out on how he should behave. So Nick's not needing any of that. He's looking good with his teammates. They're doing a great job. Nick Bosa is the defensive rookie of the year. And, it's so funny because I'm reading this. Bosa was recognized as the NFL Rookie of the Year. The Pro Football Writers of America announced that fact yesterday morning. Mrs. Bosa's baby boy was not just the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year. They say he won that too, but the writers selected him as the best rookie in the league, period. Oh, you guys. I would have said that because I'm a 49er fan, but I didn't think everybody was feeling that way as far as the people voting goes, right? Raiders running back Josh Jacobs was named as the PFWA's NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. And Dre Greenlaw, who moved to the starting lineup after Quan's injury, was named to the first-team all-rookie defense. He joined Devin Bush of the Steelers and, of course, Devin White of Tampa Bay as the linebackers of the all-rookie first team. Greenlaw, you know what? Even if they hadn't made up their mind yet about Greenlaw, Dre made the 49ers Defensive Player of the Year when he stopped Jacob Hollister of the Seattle Seahawks, of course, just inches. Not a foot or anything like that where you got plenty of room to operate. Greenlaw hit him textbook fashion. Any kids watch football and trying to learn how to play that position, you watch Greenlaw. He didn't launch at his legs. Greenlaw stinking his whole time. And this is all happening at a very high speed. I guarantee if you've never played ball, you know. You don't know. But if you do, you know he made that adjustment in his mind right away. I'm going to hit this bleep high so he can't fall in the end zone. It's the only shot we got. He came in there with like a freight train. Bam! Hollister drops. Warren comes over to seal it up. They keep him out in front of the goal line. Niners win, baby. Oh, that was in week 17, as you know. To preserve that win enabled the 49ers to win the NFC West and clinch home field advantage throughout the playoffs, as we are enjoying now, as Levi Stadium is rocking like it's never rocked since it's been first put up and established as a 49ers new home. Whoa. 49er fans out of control. Even people are talking about the 49er, the fan base in the studio on the field right now, making it. Did you see? Even Kyle talked about it. Guil, what's our president's name? He came in and was talking about the 49ers made it impossible for the Vikings to think clearly on offense the whole time. You saw Cousins out there with his hands over his helmet the whole time. That's what we got now. The ghost of Candlestick has finally arrived at Levi Stadium. The new home is now and officially the home of the 49ers. Now, here's the thing. You know what? Also, my only question, my only question to NFC West, as far as what I'm saying is about, I needed Deebo Samuel. I needed him to get some credit for what he did this year. I have already said, I've got the argument going on social media already. It is the class of 2019, the best 49er class, draft class of all time. Somebody said something about 20. What's that one that had Willis, Staley, Golson? There's another couple of guys in there. I said, I agree. Willis and Staley, that is the best of all time for two players, probably. But I'm talking four. Now, that's a little more abundance. Golson was good. He was good, but he wasn't that great. Golson was good as knocking people out. Greenlaw, if I had to make that comparison between him and Golson, where do I go? And also McDonald, I kind of think the value of Mitch Wish is probably a little higher even than that. But when you look at the first two picks, as far as Bosa and Greenlaw, that's huge. We'll see how they develop down through the years because it could get even better. Because a lot of conclusions were made about Staley and Willis as the first or 2 years. Well, Willis made it in his first year. Actually, Staley and Willis were great in the first years as well. But Golson was good, but I don't know if he was over the top good. He was great, but he wasn't, what we're looking at now. But any argument can be made, and you can make it. And so I did want Debo on that all-rookie team. But then it gets biased because DK Metcalf was a bad, as I hate to use Stephen A. when he talks about Aaron Rodgers, but DK Metcalf was a bad man. And I wanted him, but Debo is fantastic. He does so many other things that I don't think Metcalf can really do, so I still think we have the better deal of that. Anyway, let's jump right into the playoffs. A lot is being said of the Green Bay Packers' last trip to Levi Stadium as the 49ers prep up to host them again this time in the NFC Championship. And, Kyle's guys embarrassed the Packers 37-8 in that last meeting. Oh, they just don't understand. It's going to get worse. So, of course, Packers head coach Matt LeFleur is looking for things to be different this time around. And according to he may now Mike Sliver said, I don't know where, but he may enlist some help from a friend. This according to Mike Sliver of the NFL Network. Since Rams coach Sean McVay knows what it is like to face the 49ers twice a season. But like everybody on social media says, after I says, guys, what do you think? What can he possibly ask Sean McVay to help him out? How to get an ass whooping? How do you get beat up? But okay, because they face us, the Rams face us twice a year. So Sean would be the go-to guy. His team, like the Packers, was embarrassed during the first meeting with Shanahan, Jimmy G, Nick Bosa, and most of the 49ers fun bunch. During the second meeting, however, McVay's squad was able to put up more of a fight, losing by only a field goal. But we made some mistakes in that game. They figured out how a better way to move the ball on offense, and you got to give that to them. They did, and we've already anticipated this coming. But McVay was able to have more success with Jared Goff during the second meeting for the alterations they made. Goff passed for 74 yards against the 49ers in Week 6, and then 323 yards during Week 16. A lot of that was probably out of embarrassment. They came out, they were just ready to try to get something going. But like somebody said, man, he ran the same play over and over again. But like Goff, Packers' Aaron Rodgers had the worst game of the season against the 49ers, passing for 104 yards during Week 12. He's hoping for a Goff-like rebound as well. Silver explained on NFL Network, so I would imagine that not only will Matt LeFleur look to make similar adjustments with Aaron Rodgers, but then he and Sean McVay may have a couple of conversations this week and discuss this on a much higher level than I can understand, unquote. Well, we already understood what was happening. I mean, sure, Silver probably does too. But the old roll out of the pocket and move the pocket, bootlegs, and don't ever stop and stand there, that gag has already ran out. And there's not that many people who can do that. You notice we didn't see Kirk Cousins do that all that often this past weekend, and he was meat the whole game for the most part, and just totally took it apart. Now, can Aaron Rodgers, at this point, he's 36 years old, can he all of a sudden just alter his game plan and start doing things out of his comfort zone? Rodgers can make a throw from any position and any style. I mean, there's no throw that Aaron Rodgers can't make. But now you're going to start asking him to do things that he probably doesn't ordinarily do. Will it? Maybe not. Aaron Rodgers may be able to do all that, but maybe he just doesn't do it because he doesn't need to. I don't think the offensive line is going to be able to protect him, though. He's not going to be able to stand there, or it's going to be the same result as last time. And especially this time, now you're bringing Dee Ford back in. That's not going to help matters any. That's going to make things a little worse. Dee Ford wasn't there last time, and they still demolished him. Nick has probably grown as a football player since then as well. Armstead and Buckner seem like they've decided they're just going to take over the NFL. So I don't know. Now, of course, McVay is also friends with Shanahan. So with the Rams season over, who knows which friend he may sign up with. Adam Silver's quoted, I would expect to see quicker releases and some movement, getting Aaron Rodgers off the spot, where if he stays like he did the first time, he just stands back there. Nick Bosa and friends could make it another pretty brutal outing, unquote. Also, looking for some friendly help to find a way to beat the 49ers is also funny to me. I mean, look, it's just, what's being happening here, fam. This looks like, okay, we know we're outclassed here. We've got to look other places for assistance here because we're not going to just put a game plan together, go into Levi Stadium, and beat the 49ers. So this sounds to me like a defeated man, both of them, LaFleur and Rodgers. Rodgers is saying he joined Brett Favre's Sirius XM NFL radio show Tuesday, according to reports from Bay Area news groups. What advice did Favre offer the quarterback who replaced him in Green Bay? This is where it becomes so amusing. Favre said, quote, "A fast start would help." He goes on to say, the first drive, Devontae Adams got a questionable call against him, a personal foul. I feel that really changed the game. Rodgers responds with, quote, "We have to start fast. That's the key. That play was important. That was a 10-yard gain." See, even 10-yard gains were something they were so precious and far and few between that Rodgers called that a very important thing. That was a 10-yard gain. We were outside the 40 now. Then we get a 15-yard penalty, and we're back inside the 30. Then I fumble, and it's a 13 It's 13 minutes on the clock, and it's 7-0. We're down. Fam, here's the thing. That much that has been revealed, do you think that little bit of information is going to help them any? And I got to tell you, the 49ers are pretty much ready for that roll out of the pocket situation. They've seen that how many times in the last few weeks. So you're not going to be able to do that and expect to beat the 49ers up anymore. That's pretty much a finished deal. Fam, I'm going to tell you something else, too. Honestly, for those who are afraid that we're talking too much and too loud, we just got through going through Thielen and Diggs. Who does Aaron have to throw to? Who's a tight? Oh, Jimmy Graham is there. They've got Devontae Adams. That's not equal to a Thielen and Diggs, okay? I'm looking at just one thing versus another. Aaron's still not going to have the targets. Our secondary's not going to let those guys run open. Hell, they didn't let anybody run open with the Vikings. They got a better receiving core. Jimmy Graham is probably. I don't think Kowalski's going to have a lot of problem with him. I really don't see who Aaron's going to be finding to throw to. This is why I say this is Jones, maybe on the back. It just looks like a mismatch. The 49ers will have to try. I don't see them getting over 17 to 20 points. Pretty much that's the 49ers line. When you got to play against the 49ers, you get 17 to 20 points, and that's pretty much it. The 49ers, on the other hand, I don't see the Packers being able to stop the 49ers. Not especially this week with Kyle. He's probably going to do it. You know how Kyle is. This is a game that he has to have. He's going to have those guys so razor sharp by Sunday, it could be embarrassing by the half. I know, probably don't assume anything any given Sunday. No, I don't think so. I have no shame in sitting there saying, fam, I think this is going to be a bloodbath. But, if you want to be scared, don't say anything that's going to put us in jeopardy or anything like that. If you feel like the vibe around you is that strong, I'm with it. But I'm just saying, is there anything that can help the Vikings? You make the call on that. We're not going to give scores today. Let's wait till later on in the week. But, I'd like to hear your feeling on, can they call around the league? Maybe call Belichick. I mean, none of these coaches gonna go along with it. Listen, you know what? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Don't call me for this. Yeah, do the best you can. Belichick. Cujo, bomb jobber. He says, Ronbo, hey, it's $2. I have a good night. Thanks, Cujo. He's a $2 a game. Cujo, man, that's really appreciate you, fam. You do you? Guerrero Manguia, I say, Ramos, is it real that Kittles is hurt in D4 too? I think it's a setup for the Packers to win and go to the Super Bowl. Now, I know everybody talk about this setup that's going on. Nah, I doubt it very seriously. But Guerrero, no, D Ford is they're only keeping him out as a precautionary measure, as I mentioned earlier. Just. You don't want D Ford to tweak anything in practice. He came out of the game feeling fine. Let him continue to heal up during this week. Don't do anything. He's out there stretching, keeping loose, and that's all he's going to do. Because D Ford's not going to get any better. D Ford's already a bad man too. So let him stay healthy. Who else did you mention? Kittle's got a sore ankle. But they're going to wrap that ankle up. George Kittle's going to look just like George Kittle. Don't even worry about George Kittle. Guerrero, I promise you, man, George Kittle will be there. The other two guys, and Quan Alexander, too, they're keeping him out. He was limited today. He did some work, but not anything crazy because of the pec tears getting over with as well. So we want all the guys going to be there. I'm pretty sure all the guys are going to be there this week that are in the camp. So, it was just, you get a few dinks and ouchies from a game because we just played one, right? So, yes. Hey, guys, thanks a lot. I always do it. Guerrero. Cujo Bamjabe. Thanks, guys, for the contributions. Oh, hey, Pete Gorman says Sherm is pissed off the NFL drug tested him twice. Oh, I didn't know they did it twice to him. See, Sherm has gotten himself in trouble with the league officials. I think they don't appreciate some of his rhetoric and some of his press conferences, maybe, right? So they keep calling him in. I don't know. Maybe they thought they would catch Sherm. He tested negative the first time, and they probably thought, yeah, well, he's going to, after he gets through the test, he's liable to take. Let's see if we can catch him the second time. They want to disqualify him. Guerrero, if there's any conspiracy going to maybe stop him, that could be it. Tested Richard Sherman more than once. It's the kid, 916 says, let's go, 49ers Feels great, baby. They're Jimmy G. They're doing it nuts. Slick 68, Stone Cold Voice. If you're 49ers fans, give me a hell yeah. San Fran Mission Packers getting whooped. Rodgers that, yes, over and out. Jose Escobar says the scary thing is every team in the NFC West are going to get better next season. And our Niners have, the top 3 toughest schedule that season. Jose, know this. Those rookies, just their growing up is going to make it extremely difficult for any team to get better enough to beat the 49ers. You know what's so funny? I'm not for it, but it seems like the OBJ rumor has already gotten underway. But that would mean getting rid of Emmanuel Sanders. In fact, you can touch upon that. Would you let Sanders go if we go to the Super Bowl and win it to allow OBJ, who's only 27 years old, to come on and join the 49ers? He brings a lot to the table, but he also brings some things to the table that may not be edible. All right, you can add that to any conversation you might have tonight, too. Let me go. Hey, Phil!
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil.
No on OBJ. No.
Yeah, I agree. Let Emmanuel
We don't have
Sanders.
the cap.
Anyway, you know?
Exactly. We've got to sign Armstead. We've got Breida to sign. We got Jimmy Ward to sign. We've got,
Eric Armstead's in
you
there.
guys
But
to
you're probably
cut,
going to, somebody's going to get.
and everything.
Yeah. I mean,
We'll go
if
over
anything.
the cap after the season, but we're not in the best shape of
For cash.
the world. So
Yeah. In fact, hey, Phil,
yeah,
I'd
OBJ
rather
is not
sign
coming.
Joey Bosa when he becomes eligible next year. If you want to save money, put the Bosa brothers on the same team. Good Lord. Oh, my God.
we got D Ford.
I know, but I want all 3 of them. Let them keep shifting back and forth. Because D Ford's going to get. I want to put Nick and D on the same side and Joey at the big end on certain packages.
Armstead.
I want to keep him, too,
I
though.
want to keep.
Oh, man. But what can the
we've
Packers
got the
do?
best linebacker core going forward.
Oh, yeah.
The youngest, best linebacker core with Dre and Quan and Fred. I mean, who's better
awesome.
than those 3?
And these guys, as they get older and grow together, working together, Phil, in 2 years, nobody's going to be able to deal with the 49ers defense. I don't care what they do in the offseason. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
There's nothing they can do. Hey,
But
is there
anyway,
anything, though?
and there's no way you're going to keep Kittle out of the game.
Oh, no.
Come on. Seriously.
But Phil,
That's
is there anything?
hilarious.
But is there anything? Let's say that Matt LeFleur calls you and asks you for advice. Is there anything you can say that's going to help Matt in this helpless condition he's in right now against the 49ers?
Calling the Rams coach, he's going to say, "I was 0-2, and you were 0-1."
So what are you calling me? What are you calling me for?
Exactly.
Oh, God. And hey, and against the Rams, we didn't even have D Ford that game yet. So
No,
Quan hadn't came back yet.
We had Dimitri Moore. at that time. He was the starting defensive end on the pass rush
Against the Packers,
against
right?
the Rams. The second game. So we didn't even have Ford then. So
he should call Jesus.
that's
the only person I could see helping him. I mean, really.
I'm not worried about this, but there's always a chance for a loss.
Sure.
It's the NFL.
I mean, we can have injuries. Key
But
personnel
I think
could drop.
On paper, we have the best team in the NFL going forward throughout the playoffs. I mean, Kansas City is questionable. Their offense is scary.
Yeah.
Worried about that big running back. But other than that, the Niners are the most balanced team and the most dominating team at almost every position. So if Jimmy G has a good game, we're unbeatable. That's
even if he doesn't. Even if he doesn't. You know what, Phil? Even if he doesn't, the 49ers still will win.
No, we
He
can win
didn't do
if he
anything last
doesn't.
week.
But if he has a good game,
then it's ridiculous. I mean, then it's a bloodbath. So, I mean, we ran the ball.
Because we have better wide receivers. We got better receivers than Green Bay. They talk about what is it, DeMontre Adams or whatever. We got Kittle, Samuel, Debo, Kendrick. I mean, come on.
You left Sanders.
Their other wide receivers are not that good.
I know. The second guy, I forget Lendera. So, I mean, they really don't. That's why this is really, I don't know how they got there, really.
We got 3 running backs better than their 1. So. And people don't realize we don't have those stats amongst our running backs, but overall, we were second in the league in rushing.
And it's going to get better. Hey, Phil, we got to stop now. Listen, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to be back every day between now and the game. So I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?
All right, Ronbo.
Good. This you?
All right, man.
You almost got this thing 8.
Okay, man. Take
Have
care.
a good night.
No, I was going to tear that biscuit up.
All right. Is this Big Joe? It sounds like Dre. Hello?
Big Joe.
Hey, Big Joe.
What's happening? How you doing, Ronbo?
Legendary. God, yes. I tell you.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah, Joe, here's the thing, I'm watching this futile effort by Matt LeFleur and him and Aaron Rodgers looking for help. They can't reach with it themselves to go get. They're searching around. I've never heard of anything like this. Big Joe, is there anything that can be said to them that's going to help them?
Well, I'm going to start it off right. Shout out to you, Ronbo.
Thanks,
Shout out to the Empire.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the 49ers fans across America and across the world. I'm feeling good about how we going to match up with them. I'm not looking at the last game because that didn't really count. True. I mean, as far as like
for now,
we in the playoffs right now. You know what I mean? So, that's regular season. So we just got to step it up. But I feel real good about our chances. We can't get over cocky because, we so happy we're almost one step away from the Super Bowl. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to keep my
perspective.
I'm glad it's Wednesday because if it's Friday or Saturday, I think I'll be so amped up because I know the game is closer. So I'm just trying to keep it in perspective and just look at how all the people are talking about us.
And they're still trying to find ways for the 49ers to lose just to make a game out of it. Big Joe, I think there's some concerns about viewership. The way these guys are talking up, we've got 5 ways lined up of the way the 49ers can get the script flipped on them. What? You guys going to make that your program?
I can see. We got to worry about Aaron Rodgers. But everything else besides Aaron Rodgers, we totally wiped them out. We're a better defensive play team, a better offensive team, and better special teams. So Aaron Rodgers is the only thing check mark they got from me. But I feel like very good about this game, as everybody should feel about it. I think it's going to be a blowout, honestly. But we still got to play.
Yeah.
But I do want to send a shout out to the team from the last game. They played excellent, and Solomon Thomas, he played good, man. I had to give him props. We've been down to him all year, and he played good. And
the last 3 years.
You know how it was. Oh yes. But you know how big Quan was for us being back. It took them tight ends completely away.
See.
And I said, we needed that, and that was just a good boost for us. And now they got ND4 too. Now you can't double nobody. Everybody one-on-one.
And neither one was there for the last Packers game, Big Joe. Neither one was there last time. So now what's he going to do?
I know, Ronbo, get ready for the bloodbath, baby. It's coming. You know it. But I'm still confident about the game.
Getting excited about that. I'm not.
Honestly, I'm not worried about if we get there, we taking it. That's my problem. After we get there, we taking it. Let me clarify my statement. I'm not worried about no other team. I think we're the best team left. I know we're the best team left.
No argument here.
Let's get it. Let's get it. And, I'll be calling you back with my prediction later on this week.
All right.
Have a good evening, Ronbo.
Actually, I'll be back tomorrow, Joe. Be looking for you, too. Have a good night, fam.
All right. You know it, fam.
All right. Yeah. I know I'm going to get in trouble. Somebody's going to finally snap at me. Abo! Stop it! Hey, Robbie! Robbie Drake Phantom.
Ronbo.
Drake, I don't know. Are you old? Are you old enough to watch the Rocky series when he fought Clubber Lang?
Say it again, Ronbo, or cut out.
No, I said, are you old enough to have remembered the Rocky series, Rocky Balboa versus Clubber Lang?
No, not. I'm familiar with Rocky, but not that part.
Mr. T played Clubber Lang, and Mr. T was like, back in the day, one of the toughest dudes on the planet, right? So they used him in that movie, and he was Rocky's opponent. And they asked Clubber before the fight between him and Rocky Balboa, Clubber, do you have any predictions before this fight? And the dude, like Mr. T's got the meanest face in the world. He looks straight into the camera. They zoom in on him. Pain. That's all I can think about with this game. Do you have any predictions on the Packers versus the 49ers game? I wish they get who's the meanest looking guy on our team. It's too bad we don't have Ahmad Brooks anymore, because Ahmad Brooks is the meanest looking man I've ever seen on the football field, right? But man, I don't know who we could get. I want somebody looking right in the camera. George Kittle could probably do a good job because he's a good actor, right? George Kittle. George, your prediction on this game coming up against the Packers? Pain.
Hey, Sherm could do it too.
Oh,
Sherm could do it too. He
right.
would be much hyped with his.
Yes, Sherm. It'd be perfect. Because he really is pissed off these days. They drug tested him again.
Oh man,
Dre, before I get carried away,
wow.
Who could they call? I mean, they can't call Ghostbusters. Who could the Packers call to give them a helping? I mean, what advice could they? What would help?
Man, right. There's nobody. There's nobody they could call. Let's just be honest. They got to go out there and get in this battle for themselves. That's all it is to it.
We're going to be able to run.
And I feel you. Right.
We're going to be able to pass. They aren't going to be able to do these things. I don't know what is this. Go ahead.
No, I feel you. Like you said, you know, this don't happen all the time, and there's nothing wrong with being confident in the team and saying the things we're saying. But you know, it's gonna be a game. It's 0-0. But like you said, Quan wasn't in the last game, nor was Ford, and Joe Staley didn't play that game either.
Oh, I didn't even remember that. That's right. Joe wasn't there. School was on that edge.
Yep.
And that was the Smith brothers. And one of them's kind of hurt. So, you know, this is like, I can't. Wow.
Yeah, man. So it's super, super exciting, man. I can't wait. Again, this week is going by as slow as ever. So got to deal with that aspect of it. But looking forward to it. Looking forward, man. One more game and we in that bowl, man. So, and the media is certainly planning all these stories and making it feel. If you watch the media, you feel like it's just going to be completely. There's a few that's like, I don't see the Packers having no chance. It's going to be a repeat, but we'll see, man. I feel like it could be a potential bloodbath as well, but we'll see.
Yeah, the media people they've got to have something to do. I mean, if everybody just goes along with the narrative that, well, I don't know why they're playing this game, the Packers probably could, the 49ers could actually phone this one in. I mean, they can't go that route, right? So they got to draw up the drama, set the stage, make it exciting. It's their job, you know. It gives them clicks. If I see that they got some manner of the Packers winning the game, I'm going to read it, you know. So, and I have.
Right, true. So. Same here. Yeah, they got me to click on clickbait is what we call clickbait.
Yeah. Well, Dre, I'm gonna see you tomorrow, and every day this week we're gonna talk about this. So let me see you tomorrow, fam.
For sure, I'll holler back.
Good night, Dre Phantom. And all right, let's see what Sino has to say. And can he offer any help to Matt LeFleur and Aaron Rodgers as to how to deal with the 49ers? Sino!
What's going on with you, Ronbo?
Sino, listen, let's go ahead and do this. This is like Matt LeFleur. Sino, I understand that you're an expert on the 49ers, their offensive schemes and defensive. What would you say would be the best anecdote that we can apply to beat the 49ers this week? All right, go ahead, Sino.
All right, that's simple. Call Madden.
You know what? That's a good answer, actually, when you think about it.
This man said in the beginning of the week that his whole team was going to have a hellified film session. So it sounded like that he already had a plan from the jump. He was better off calling Pete Carroll than calling Sean McVay.
Perfect. You're right. If I'm going to call anybody, I'm going to call Pete Carroll. You're right, because Carroll did give
had
us a
our
little
number
trouble
for the last couple of years.
Oh, more than that. I mean, not this team.
He wasn't.
But they were competitive.
Not this team. But as far as just getting the upper hand the last couple of years, he was better off calling him than Sean.
And they were competitive this year, Sino. They were actually competitive. We made a few mistakes. Referees got in key situations to bend the game around and manipulate it. But they still were on the field with us at the end of the game, and it took a field goal in both games to win, didn't it?
Yeah.
Did it? Or were we?
And
we
plus,
were just up ahead.
You also have to realize this: we didn't have a bye week. A whole
13
week 4
weeks. 13 weeks of nonstop football, and guys were injured all down through that stretch, and that may be why we had so many injuries this year. You can't play tired without getting hurt.
Yeah, Emmanuel Sanders got rest. That's good. Everybody came back. Everything. That's all we needed.
Pretty much. And Ford coming back along with Quan helped a lot. So, and Kowalski T. You need these. These are certain guys you got to have on, especially on defense. So. But yeah,
as far as the draft, I know you were talking about some guys was talking about some draft picks.
Yeah.
What's it look like as far as the cornerbacks is concerned?
That's on everybody's mind. In the
draft,
not
to just throw that out there. I mean, I
know what you're saying. Because the 49ers, they got their first round pick, and then they don't have a pick for like day 3 or something, right? So, do the 49ers? What do they spend that on? Do they use that to get another offensive lineman? They're looking at offensive lineman now. It seems they're dragging people in. Or do you go ahead and get that cornerback? Or are you concerned about Emmanuel Sanders? Would you rather not go the OBJ route and go ahead and draft a real stud out of the draft this year? And there's a few around, too, this year. But we got lots of wide receivers. We got far too many right now. Because you look at Jalen Hurts coming back next year. Trent Taylor's chomping at the bit to get back next year. You've already got Debo in the fold. I don't think he's ever going to let go of Kendrick Bourne. So I don't know. You got Dante Pettis is still hanging around. So
Yeah, I wouldn't even go to OBJ route. OBJ's been. This man's making news as far as him being at the LSU game, let alone being a 49ers game.
I know, right? A little too high profile, always in the news. And that sideline breakout he went all year. You can't blame him, but he went all year without having that sideline, those antics on the sideline. So I really don't want it, because if we go 6 games, we win. OBJ didn't get but like 4 touches. He's pissed off. Sino, I'm going to go. I see you tomorrow. We're going to be back every day between now and game time anyway. All right? Look for you then.
Got you, Ronbo.
All right,
See you later.
Good night. And we roll all the way to Dre. Come on in, Dre.
Ronbo. What's going on, big baby?
We're sitting here trying to help out the Packers, man, because they're running around trying to find help and answers.
Man, if your head coach needs to call another motherfucker to help him devise a game plan to beat you, that does not sound like something I'm confident in. This dude is in trouble, bro. This
and let everybody find out about it.
He literally called, and he called a coach we beat twice. He called a man we beat twice. With half the squad missing. This shit is amazing, man. Hey, man, look here, man. Y'all can expect the rest to be doing some weird shit in this game. I'm going to just tell y'all that right now. The narrative is they want Aaron Rodgers to win this game. That's what it is. And we just going to have to beat these motherfuckers by points. Make them one-dimensional just like we did the first game. Take away the run game and put it all in Aaron Rodgers' hands, you know what I'm saying, and beat his ass when he drops back. That's it, bro. I'm not worried about nothing else. Yeah. I'm not worried about nothing else. But we're going to see some weird shit when this game comes.
You think so? Because I don't know how the refs are going to manipulate the game. If they're getting beat, you want to get called back every 49er touchdown or something? When people talk about it, of that being a possibility, I always laugh because they say, you know what? If we were playing the Hawks, it would matter.
Ronbo, I say that in the sense of we were up by 11 points. We were up by 11 points against the Seahawks, and then they called a bullshit penalty.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm talking about that type where the game is clearly out of hand, and we stopped them on that third down. We were about to get a first down. We were about to get a first down because it was going to be 3rd and like 3.
That would end the game.
Instead of us getting the first down, they called a penalty so they can get one, so they can get the ball back. Yep. Yeah, I'm talking about that type shit. Get ready to see that because the narrative out there is everybody wants to see Aaron Rodgers win. You know, so otherwise than that, I'm not worried about that, man. You know that how does it How does it put any confidence in if you're a player on that team? And you hear that your head coach is making calls to a fucking coach that that got beat twice by the Niners. Would you be confident in that, Ronbo?
If I was a player, you're right. If I was a player, I'd be concerned.
On,
you know, coach,
come on, bro.
What's up?
Yeah.
You calling other people?
I mean, and go ahead and call LaFleur. I don't give a fuck because Kyle Shanahan is real tied in with that defensive mastermind named Bill Belichick. So don't think that he ain't on the phone with Belichick. Not for this game, but when we go to the Super Bowl, don't think he ain't gonna be on the phone with Belichick. You know what I'm saying, to talk about what we can do to slow down either the Chiefs or the Titans. I'm not looking ahead. I'm not looking past this game, but I'm just saying though, we got some better references as to who we can call to help provide a
He's right.
But
Belichick and Shannon are good buddies. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really not worried about that, man. Go into the game, do what we did this last game, make them one-dimensional. I don't give a damn if Aaron Rodgers got to drop back 40 times. That means the offensive linemen are going to be gassed trying to stop these killers from rushing the passer. The wide receivers are going to be gassed from running so damn much. I mean, go ahead, do it. I don't care, bro. That's how much confidence I have in this team, bro. That just is what it is. I do not care. I do not care who he calls. Call Ghostbusters. I don't give a damn. Right now, take a picture.
Just as good. Because Devontae's not going to get free on that secondary. So who's Rodgers going to be throwing to? Lazard?
Ronbo.
What is Lazard going to do?
Aaron Rodgers had 278 yards passing. Do you know how many of those yards went to Devontae Adams?
How many?
Devontae had half of them yards, bro. Yeah. Devontae had half of them yards. They were attacking the hell out of Shaquille Griffin. They were attacking the hell out of that boy.
I'm saying, come on, man, yo. This is not a game that this should strike fear. But Dre, I'm gonna see. Yeah. Let me look for you tomorrow, fam. As we will be talking all week. And
man.
I was just amused by this. I had to ask about it.
TNT fam, man. Trey Trez, Big Show, Jerry Fresh, Russo, Shay Lewis, my player partner Will, man, my big brother Big Griff, Nate, Big Body Griff, all the guys, man. Let's not worry about this game. Let's go into it knowing that that's a game that happened in the regular season. That's not going to do us no justice in this game. But from top to bottom, we have the best team, Ronbo. And we have a better team. And, like I said, make it one-dimensional and drop back and pass. And to this Cowboys fan 928, if you don't get your funky ass up out of here, your team is at home watching the playoffs with us.
Dre, you go 10 to him. I'm going to see you tomorrow. I can't believe a Cowboy fan's even in here tonight. Good night, Dre. To what Dre just talked about, it's funny because I don't think the MLB wanted to see the World Series opponents they saw in that game either. It was really funny. I think some of these things do happen. Devon!
Hello? What's happening?
Devon, you, fam? Glad to hear from you. We don't get enough of you. Devon's gone down on record. He's made it clear that he made a mistake on his draft pick, and he's now praising Nick Bosa. And Devon, you've done that so many times that I think you've been forgiven. It's okay.
No, I'm dying in shame with a foot in my mouth on that one, there, bro. But all four of those rookies are good.
Wow.
Greenlaw and Debo are they're going to be the foundation of the future. That kicker, punter,
Mitch,
he was good. He I can't say his last name. He is good as advertised. They said he was going to be good, and he's been good. And then, like you said, Mrs. Bosa's baby boy.
And we ain't seen Jalen Hurd yet, Devon. That dude was a monster in preseason. I can't wait to see more from him.
Yeah. I'm still trying to pull my foot out of my mouth with Mrs. Bosa's baby boy. I can't even get to Jalen.
It's so big deal.
Man, but I wanted to. Go ahead.
No, I say these things happen. He had a lot going against him. And one of the things was the injury thing. Was he fragile, and would he come in and get hurt right away? And he ends up going all the way through the season into the playoffs. I don't know what he did different, but it's helping.
No, with D Ford and them two big boys in the middle and him, it is nonstop. It's like poetry. You're watching a great masterpiece being made right in front of you. They doing all the right things. They're making all the right moves. And before you know it, somebody's tapping that quarterback on the shoulder talking about, if you don't lay down, I'm going to take you down.
just sort of, it's like playing with paint guns out there when you're playing war games, right? Just shot him with a paint gun. And like you say, whisper in his ear, lay down, or I'm going to take you down. You got a choice.
Yeah. There it is. And see, I've been listening to all these critics on Jimmy G. Jimmy G follows the game plan.
Right.
If everybody would have known that Kyle was going to run the ball 30-plus times before we started that game against Minnesota, would y'all say, he had a bad game? Or we'd have been prepared for him to run the ball 30. I'm talking about us as fans.
Yeah, no.
We are sitting up here talking about we don't need a stat Jimmy G. We need a Jimmy G that follows the game plan.
Yes.
And Jimmy G is doing that.
Absolutely. And you know what really kills me? The narrative now is people say, well, Kyle Shanahan freaked out and got scared after that INT and just said, well, hell, I'm just going to run the ball from now on. No, he didn't. It was about clock burn.
No, he didn't. Yeah. It was about taking the soul out of Minnesota. They beat them down and took their soul one run at a time. They were getting 4, 5, 7 hidden, and they just kept coming and kept coming. And I just got to watching the NFL channel, they do on Showtime.
Right.
And the guys over there talking about we can't stop the run.
Yeah.
And it was set up that way. That was the game plan of the week. That's the way they practiced. They already knew. So Jimmy G and the wide receivers and the tight ends already knew they wasn't going to all have big days. They already knew they were going to be blocking. Everybody had a game plan. It was a team effort.
And it worked to perfection. And
but
Devon,
everybody,
the clock, too. You make that game really short by running that ball like that.
Yeah.
And people don't even want to talk about that. That game was cut. Was that game about 2 hours max?
Yeah. And that keeps their quarterback from ever getting in a routine or ever getting going good.
And it's wearing it.
I was looking at this. I'm looking at it like this. Why are we killing Jimmy G when we don't know what the game plan is?
I know. I ain't. I saw what he did. He got the score up to a certain point, and they ran the clock in the second half, shortened the game up. You're wearing out the Vikings defense. This is all basic fundamental football. If you could run the ball, then beat that defense to death in the second half. Why not?
See, we got to learn how to trust the process. Yeah. Kyle and John got a plan. They have backup players every time we get injured. They have a game plan that we can either score a lot or we run the ball, we shut them down on defense. We got multiple ways of winning. That's why I'm not really fearing any of these games. Even if it's close and Green Bay plays better, I believe we're going to come up with a play or two here and there that's going to get us over the hump. It don't have to be a blowout. I want to win but I don't care if we blow them out or not. I don't care if it's by one. Just get the W. Let's go.
And let's go to the Super Bowl. Exactly. Devon, I'm gonna go, fam. I'm gonna look. I hope we get some more time to get with us this week. We'll be in there every day between now and game time. So I'll be looking for you.
Hey, can I say one more thing? One more thing before I get off here?
All right.
Keller Witherspoon showed me a mature young man that ain't playing well right now, but he's still about the team. Because when he got pulled, he asked to go play special teams. At the end of the game, they was interviewing him. He stood up and took it like a man and answered all their questions. Didn't run and hide in the showers. He looked better. When Sherman got that interception, it showed him on the sidelines running up there giving him a high five.
I love it.
He took Mosley's spot on special teams because he wanted Mosley to be fresh. Even when he wasn't playing well, everybody's killing him. The reporters is getting the back. All of us fans are killing him. The man is still standing up. So I got to go, bro.
I'm proud of that locker room. Devon, appreciate you, fam. Let's talk later.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, man.
You too. Oh,
all right, bye.
Thank you, Devon. I mean, we're going to get Devon one-on-one so he can get some more Devon. He's got a lot to say always with the Twins and 49ers. I mean, hey, Charles.
Ronbo.
Everybody's killing him.
Ronbo.
Charles, kill that speaker in the background. You got feedback.
That's not me.
That's not you? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right. Charles, here I am. Charles, how you doing tonight? You okay?
I'm feeling legendary, Ronbo. Feeling legendary.
Well, Charles, I'm enjoying this. I'm having so much fun with this subject because as soon as I read it, I was almost in tears laughing. But I'm Matt LeFleur, and I'm on your phone. You pick it up, and hello. Hey, Charles, yeah, it's me, Matt. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I am concerned about what in the hell am I supposed to be doing this Sunday against that machine of a defense in San Francisco. Can you give me any help at all?
You can't do anything about that defense. It's going to be worse than last time, Ronbo. You know what? I'm going to stay humble. Follow Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
Stay humble. All right.
And just show him later.
I heard the last caller. The man was absolutely right. Everyone getting after Jimmy Garoppolo for doing his job.
Yeah.
Doing his job. If Kyle runs it 45 times, they're like, well, he didn't do anything. He's got by the run game.
He doesn't like Jimmy. He's scared of Jimmy. What is it? What?
But this man goes out into New Orleans and throws for 350 and like 4 touchdowns, and they're like, well, yeah, you don't have any excuse now.
See? And a lot of what he did was off schedule. Kyle gives him plays, but a lot of what you saw Jimmy do was Jimmy. I don't know why people insist on degrading this kid. If he's following instructions, then what is your problem? You think he gave the ball to his running back because he was scared? Well, coach, I better not pass it. I'm going to give it to the running back if it's okay with you. Come on.
He's winning games, and they're still not. That's what made me mad. But what made me more mad? Well, I don't know if you saw Undisputed this morning. I decided to watch Undisputed.
Yeah.
And Rob Parker said that Aaron Rodgers is going to throw a party on us.
Undisputed? I'm on it. I watch them like once or twice a week sometimes. Because they're so ridiculous. And I can't stand. You know what I'm talking about. That. Oh, that's another show. I'm looking at that big-headed Rob. Oh no, you're talking about Skip Bayless. Isn't that Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp with Undisputed?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, you're talking about Speak for Yourself with what's his name? Jason Whitlock.
Oh,
him. He's a
okay. Yes, Jason Whitlock.
Rumble. It's even so. You know Rob Parker.
Yeah.
Like. I'm just even saying his name is making me mad right now. This guy is he's gonna throw a party. Well, you know, Rodgers had 104 yards passing without D Ford or Quan Alexander on that field.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hell show for that.
And now he's gonna throw
Isaac Charles.
Throw a party.
Stay humble.
I know. We're supposed to act like you've been there, done that, but we haven't done that in a long time. So you know what? And next year, Charles, we can calm down. But this year, no, I'm not calming down.
Let's say you're Richard Sherman, and I'm one of these guys having no playoff experience. What are you saying to these young guys if you're Richard Sherman?
I'm telling them, listen, do your job. Don't pay attention to the stage. Don't get wrapped up in all the fanfare. Let the all the attention you're getting right now. Your main focus is to play your game. You treat this game like you prepare for this game, like you prepare for any other game. Don't be Don't be distracted. Do your job. We'll all be fine. That'd be my thing. So.
That's exactly what I would tell him. That was Richard Sherman. Right on the money.
Well, Charles, we're going to go because I got in here late. I'm going to see you tomorrow. I'll try to get in here early and stop jiving around. I'll be here earlier so we can hang out. All right?
All right, Ronbo. I appreciate the platform as always, and have a good night.
Thanks, Charles. Have a good night, fam. Hey, Jay.
All right, boom.
Jay. Jay.
Hey, I go.
Jay.
Had to get you on the phone.
Hey, fam.
Hey,
Jay.
What's going on?
Jay, I've been so amused. Couldn't wait to get in here and ask you about this. Because Aaron Rodgers is calling Brett Favre up on Sirius Radio, and Matt LeFleur is calling L.A. to see if McVay can offer any pointers and tips. I mean, here the 49ers have got people so freaked out, they're trying to get help from elsewhere. If anything, I would ask, can we sneak some of your ball players over here to help me out? I need a couple of wide receivers. I may need some more pass rushers. This is hilarious. Jay, what can they do to beat the 49ers? I love asking that question.
Don't show up. don't show up. Just stay at home. Call the National Guard, Secret Service. Bye-bye.
Oh, God. Oh.
It ain't going to happen. Not today. They ready. I'm ready. Let's go. Faithful, let's get hyped.
Jay,
no more humble. We've been humble for 6 years.
I'm done with that. There's no point in. Hey, Jay, but what if they decide to have Aaron Rodgers go out of character, start rolling out the pocket, got his the offensive front moving with him and looking downfield to find guys open? Aaron Rodgers can make any throw known to man. Is he going to be effective?
He ain't gonna have time to do all that. They learned their lesson. You ain't see what Kirk did that. Bootleg, play action, tried to roll out. Armstead hit him. Bosa hit him. They know what's up. They ain't ready. They ready for it.
That's right. Get you on that roll action, right? As soon as you start rolling, they go rolling with you. So, and also, Devontae's the only, Lazard and some of those other guys they got as far as receivers go, quite frankly, Aaron Rodgers does not have a talented enough crew for our secondary to be even concerned. All of our guys can cover the guys they got. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. They're going to have to run the ball.
They got one person. And we're going to shut that run down. All they're going to do is try to pass it to Aaron Jones, and we seen what happened last time. We shut that down, too. That's what I'm saying. We got since the Baltimore Ravens, when they had that top D, they weren't scared of nothing. They threw the kitchen sink at them, and they still handled it. That's our defense.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Our defense can take anything you throw at them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be 16-0 off that defense.
There you go. And you know how hard they're working on that play. They already know Rodgers is going to come in trying to pretend like he's Lamar Jackson. So, and that only works, and it looks like it's going to stop working for Lamar Jackson, too, because if everybody got a blueprint of what the Titans did, Lamar might be through, too, unless he starts setting in the pocket. But that's the way it works, So I'm looking forward to this.
See, they think all they got to do is get outside the pocket and roll out against us, but that ain't. Now, especially now with Quan out there, he's different maker. He ain't having that.
That's a good point. Quan, he wasn't there last time either, Jay. You're right. You know what? I keep forgetting about that. Quan is going to make a difference. Dre Greenlaw does a good job, but he doesn't know as much as Quan knows about these things. He will at some point soon. But right now, y'all go run out and roll out on Quan and think that you're going to have a receiver open, you're going to get picked off, just like Fred Warner picked off Jared Goff. So, I'm looking forward to this.
Oh, yeah. You already know that defense is ready. That defense will come out there and shut them boys out. Offense going to be rolling on all cylinders, run, pass, whatever they trick plays, whatever they got to do, they going to do it.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to try to trick players. I forgot about that. Okay.
Oh no, they ain't gonna have no time to do no trick plays.
Come to think of it,
we play. Our defense play in the backfield. We play on your side of the ball.
you go for a flea flicker, and who picks it up? Kwaski T picks off the flea and takes it all the way to the other side.
You already know.
Jay, we got to roll, fam. Let me see you tomorrow. We'll be back every day between now and game time. All right?
Already. I'll be there. Have a blessed night, Rambo.
Thanks,
Have
man.
a blessed night, faithful. And I'm going to call this out because I feel hype.
Oh.
Night, Jay. Rambo. Have a blessing.
You too. Hey, Sats Montgomery, so I forgot to say, Ken Norton Jr., how you like us now? Sats, thanks for that contribution, fam. Ellis, would you come on in here, Ellis?
Yo, Ronbo, what's going on?
Ellis, tonight we're trying to see if we can help the Green Bay Packers out the best we can. Now, we know that they sent out an SOS for anybody that can help them figure out, is there anything they can do to avoid an ass whooping coming up Sunday?
No, that's an intro for your ass right there.
You know, I mean, it's pathetic. Because if I knew Shanahan or anybody was doing that, I would be so concerned. You're calling around asking other coaches what to do? Really?
Well, obviously, it's a clear representation of how intimidated we have
become.
LaFleur. After that, he's still traumatized. They don't want to admit it. They kind of want to act like that never happened. And I hear them talking on ESPN saying, that there's very rarely does it happen where you get a back-to-back win. It's like there's always better odds for the other team to win. Yeah, but it's on a totally different level with us right now.
Yep.
And I think that's what they're not trying to talk enough about because they don't want it to be obvious as it is. So we're not gonna. It's funny. I mean, it should be flattering. You know what I mean? To be honest, it should be something to laugh at. I mean, we're sitting here laughing about it. I mean, it's laughable. Right?
It is. I mean,
is it not?
I mean, as soon as I heard that the man was calling McVay to find out what to do, and about that back-to-back beatings, they beat the Rams back-to-back twice. It just and should have beat the Hawks twice. They just got away. Beat the Cardinals twice. So this narrative about it's hard to beat a team twice in the same year. Well, I don't even know if they're harder to beat than the Cardinals, because the Cardinals gave us hell, and the Hawks. But the Hawks get a lot of help, but still, Rodgers, they got no receivers. They got one receiver.
Yeah. I'm not. They don't have enough weaponry for us. The matchup is completely unbalanced. I mean, it's clear. We know that. You know what I mean? All of us as Niner, faithfuls and whatnot, and just realists. The teams don't even match up. Like we're clearly better than them. I know they're trying to do the quarterback comparison. They want to bring it down to, all right, well, do you take Aaron Rodgers or, Jimmy G? And I'm like, man, don't do all of that because that's Jimmy G's not the one that's going to be winning the game only. It's going to be all of us. They're outmatched. And we're going to run through these boys. But
compare offensive lines. Who's going to protect the court? Who's going to do a better job of keeping the defense out between the offensive line of the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers? Now, you want to make a comparison? Make that one.
That's what I'm saying. You do those kind of breakdowns, and we start to get to players and just key comparisons. We definitely outmatched them. They got Devontae. We'll see what he does. But, I don't think their run game's going to do nothing. I think Aaron's going to get sacked again. How many times did he get sacked last time? 4 or 5?
5. I remember 5, and maybe more.
We'll probably get 5 to 7.
Is his name Jones?
Yeah, I can't remember what, but something Jones. Yeah,
I think his name's
that's who
Aaron
was
Jones.
running
Is
last
it Aaron
time.
Jones? Anyway,
Aaron Jones. I believe so.
I'm not sure. All I know is Mrs. Jones' baby boy. He's not gonna have no big day. You know, they need for him to do a good job for their offense to click, because their offense is similar to what Kyle Shanahan runs, because it's LaFleur. And which is funny because LaFleur learned from Kyle. Why is he calling people? I don't get it.
Man, that's the fear. You know, obviously they're saying Shanahan is the man over all of them as a club. You know, between all those younger coaches. You know, so they're like, you know, let's try to join forces. I need help. You know, that's a 911 call. That's what it sounds like to me.
It is.
You know,
Ellis,
because we're about to get them.
We got to go, Ellis. Well, listen, I'll be back. As I say, I'll be back tomorrow and the next day before game time. So I'll be looking for you, okay?
Yeah, happy birthday, Debo. Yeah, happy birthday. I think Debo just had a birthday. I've seen on Instagram.
Can I believe I didn't
Debo
notice?
and balling out and everything doing it. Yeah.
All right, Ellis. You have a good night. Happy birthday to Debo. All right, fam. Have a good night. And Shabazz!
Ronbo.
Shabazz, come on in, fam. For Shabazz, if anybody has an answer for this question, it's you. And Shabazz, how you doing?
I'm all right, Ronbo.
Well, Shabazz,
I'm hanging in there.
Try to help a man. Matt LeFleur is trying to solicit any tips he can get.
I mean, the NFL is sitting up late. Cheating happened. Like I said, they cheat. Like, how we got to
that is illegal, isn't it? That actually could be.
Like, come on, man. Like, what is this? And I'm watching like everybody else, Ronbo. I'm just an old veteran conspiracy theorist. They want their rematch of Super Bowl I. They have always cheated us. I just try to tell the faithful, I'm sorry, I'm so paranoid, because I just remember so many games in the last NFC Championship when we got cheated in Seattle. Like, you know, I know it's going to take them a miracle to beat us, but they don't want us there. When you hear Skip Bayless, when you hear Jason Whitlock, the fat chicken, when you hear all these jokers, man, they got something against us, man. And I'm like, dang, what did we do besides be good? We was a 4-12 team. Now we 13-3, and y'all hate us for no reason? Like, come on, man.
Because they've been wrong all year, Shabazz. It's been embarrassing for them. These people have been picking against the 49ers each and every week, and only a handful of them have admitted they were wrong. The rest of them are still hoping. They're holding out hope at some point the 49ers finally fall.
Mark Sher, they used to play lineman for Denver. The Packers are going to win. No. I'm just like what who was that? Dre said. The referees, they're going to have a lot of help to make it 31-27, Ronbo.
Yeah.
And that's with the help they're going to get from the refs. If the refs let us play our game, we slaughter them. The only thing I'm hoping, because don't nobody want to see Tennessee, and the only team left that can stop Tennessee is us, is I'm hoping Tennessee run down Kansas City throat. Then they can't even – then we going to run down Green Bay throat. That's what I'm hoping.
See, Shabazz, you're on the same – you know what? I got a feeling that Kansas City can't stop Derrick Henry. People may be surprised what happens to that game. But more importantly, our game, the only way that game could be manipulated by the refs is if the score is close. Because they have to leave it alone at some point because it'll look obvious that they're trying to manipulate the game. I got a feeling if the 49ers come down in the fourth quarter and it's close, look for something strange then. So, but otherwise, this game could be over in the first half.
Hey, they know it, Ronbo. Them jokers know it.
Yeah.
They know they can't beat us without the help of other refs. You know, Aaron Rodgers know it. He's thirsty. He's desperate. The haters are thirsty. They desperate.
He's 36.
But you know what, Ronbo?
And his time's almost
He's 36.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers is 0-2 against us in the playoffs. One of those playoff games I was at Lambeau when we beat them.
When Shaq beat them to death?
When we beat them.
Yeah.
Kaepernick beat them when we beat them week 1. And Ronbo, I will be in the building for the NFC Championship.
Yeah, and that's going to make a difference. That's going to be a good luck piece.
That's how I feel. I can't not be there. So we're going to take care of them, period.
I tell you, and that's why I feel very certain about this game. And unless something manipulation goes on, and I can't see, well, you know what? They're going to go after Richard Sherman because Richard Sherman has apparently made somebody mad. Shabazz, they called him in a second time within what, a week or two to do another drug test?
Yeah.
If I was Rich,
they
you can't deal with the NFL. I'd bring a lawyer into my next drug testing and say, listen, you guys, we realize you operate within your own league rules, but this is outrageous. You know, so I've had enough of picking on Rich.
Richard is going to do what he do, and if Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers get a wild hoop up their tail, thinking they're going to go after Richard Sherman, then it's ooh la la. That's what it is.
Shabazz, I gotta go.
La,
man,
la,
I mean, you sound one. Look, don't he sound good? I'm gonna record that too. We got it now recorded. Shabazz, I'll be back tomorrow. I want to see you then.
All right, I'll talk to y'all then. Shout out to you, Ronbo.
Thanks,
Shout
man.
out to the faithful. Shout out to my people in Long Beach, my people in Mississippi, my people in Memphis, and man, Niner gang, bang, bang.
Yes. Night, fam.
All right. Night.
And we go to 971 seeking answers for Matt LeFleur and Aaron Rodgers as to what they can do to combat that 49er machine. 971. Hello.
Hey, Ronbo, this is Adam. Hey, I don't know. I don't know. I think they're just shooting in the dark, you know, hoping they hit something.
Yeah.
But
that's it. I mean, there's no magic formula, Adam. I've thought of some scenarios of what they could do. I mean, they could lock the door or weld it shut so the 49ers can't get out of the locker room. I just don't. What are you going to do?
I don't know. But, hey, I've been listening to you for about a year and a half, never called in, but I just wanted to call in and say I really enjoy listening to your show.
Thanks, Adam.
You and the other Niner faithful. And, yeah.
We have fun.
I was
glad you joined us.
Thinking, too, I think a big part of this team's success is that they genuinely enjoy playing with each other.
Oh,
I think culture and chemistry is a big part of this team, and you know, I think that's a big thing in sports.
It
and,
absolutely is.
This team
and it's
has
unusual too, because there's no. It's all about we on this time. There's no me. It's all about we. The 49ers work as one killer unit. You know. And I hope they keep it that way. This is why I'm not a big advocate of OBJ coming to this team. And I understand that could be an issue in this offseason. I love OBJ. He's a great player. Not for this team, though. I like Emmanuel Sanders as long as we can keep him. I want to develop Debo further. I want to see what Jalen Hurd looks like. I got Trent Taylor. Kendrick Bourne's doing a great job in the red zone. We're going to win with or without him. Why don't we leave it that way? I mean, what is your feeling on that?
Yeah, it makes me nervous. You got to have a real strong locker room if you're going to bring in a personality like that. Exactly. And even still, you're taking a chance.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Now,
but
now in hindsight, we know AB was not a good idea, and everybody was up in arms. Get AB! Get AB! Get AB! Oh, I don't think so, guys. Can we wait a minute on this? Let's think about this for a minute. Let's ruminate a little bit. I don't know if AB comes in the locker room and makes it. That's like dropping a drop of oil into a vat of water. I got a feeling, and yeah, sure enough, that's true. So there's something. There's something going on above his shoulders. There's something going wrong there. But anyway, Adam LaFleur, can you help him?
Well, not really. That defense is back. For the first half of the year, it was kind of our defense kind of carrying us, and the offense was kind of coming along. And now,
true.
At the beginning of the year, we were talking about, Jimmy G was, it seemed like there was a game that he was kind of, messing up on or whatever. But we haven't talked about that lately. The second half of the season, because he's been growing and improving, and now, ever since Emmanuel Sanders came on, that offense is good. And
And that's what he needed. You know what? Basically, Jimmy was working with some guys he was trying to bring along in that offense. And just like Jimmy's trying to come along in the offense as well. Your quarterback and your receivers both trying to learn Kyle Shanahan's offense. I can't imagine how difficult that might be. But next year, I got a feeling you're going to see a very smooth running unit, and they can stop blaming Jimmy G every time something goes wrong. Jimmy G is not the quarterback of the future. Do you guys know anything about Kyle Shanahan's offense? No. So, you know.
Yeah, and if you got that strong of a running game, you don't need your quarterback, silly to have your quarterback throw all game when, has such a strong running game.
Yeah, throw when it makes sense. That's what you should be doing, exactly.
Yeah, and he's shown that he can take over the game throwing the ball, like with the Saints, putting up almost 50 points.
He's capable.
So
he's absolutely capable.
Oh, yeah. And he's only going to improve and get better. So.
Hey, Adam, it's great meeting you. We're gonna go. If you get time, we're gonna be back tomorrow and the next day. So hopefully we'll hear from you again.
All right. Well, you take care, man. You definitely put a smile on my face. So
I'm glad to hear that.
Talk to you later.
Thanks, Adam. Have a good night.
Yeah.
And we got. It's Derek. Derek. And Derek. Hey, Big Steve.
Yo, Ronbo, can you skip me? Come back after that guy.
I hear your car alarm going. Okay, we'll come back. All right, be careful there. All right, hey, Justin. This just in.
Well, you
know I was going to do it.
Okay. My cousin won't leave me alone about this. I admit I was wrong about Akello. Y'all can start giving me grief about it. You can start giving me grief about it. I'm coming down there. I admit I was wrong.
No, you were a Akello fan. What are you talking about? You know what? You weren't wrong.
I was wrong.
No, you weren't. You know what? You may have been giving him too much credit for his work, but Akello's a stand-up dude. I'll keep him on my team all day. He's going to get better. He needs more work, but he'll get there.
The way he handled his benching was so professional, more professional than some other divas in this league. He's like, you know what? I'll take the special teams.
Right.
And that's a guy I can respect. I admit that he maybe he's not up to par this season. Maybe he's going to get better. And Mosley earned his spot. Mosley earned the starting position starting this Sunday. He earned it.
Justin,
respectfully, he earned it.
Justin, I got to tell you, he won't admit it, but I have a feeling that whatever that foot injury was about, it is still lingering. He looked great at the beginning of the season. He was making different moves. He was quicker. If you have an injury, especially in the legs, it will mess with you. I will defend Akello Witherspoon after what he did the other day until the cows come home. Akello Witherspoon is still my guy.
He's still my guy. I just admit that he's not up to par this season. I was gonna say, hey, let him see what the starters. Everyone was out there. Just let him be on special teams. Let him do what he has to do. Maybe when
he's ready with that.
Let him earn his keep. I'm not gonna say that he's earned the right to be starting again. Mm-hmm. Let him earn the starting job back again.
And then next year when they get into camp,
let him earn that spot.
Yeah, let's go back to that competition. Exactly, no problem.
Yeah. Then Mosley earned a starting job.
Yeah.
Mosley earned it.
But I don't want to see people picking on Akello Witherspoon for the rest of the season because of that. That's just, this guy's a part of this team. He's asserting himself. He's doing what he can. No. He's failed. He's going along with it. Okay. There's no point in keep ragging nasty on him. I had to block him.
And I'm aware. I am aware. Eric Armstead is from Sacramento. I am aware. Yes, I know he's from Sacramento. Right. Akello has been getting grief more than Armstead has, okay? So that's why I defend Akello a little bit more. Armstead is from Sacramento. I know. That is why I defend Akello, because Akello's been getting a lot of grief lately. Yeah, but I like, the fact that LaFleur, whatever his name is, got advice from McVay. That's laughable. That's really laughable.
What advice you got from me?
That's really laughable.
Well, you be McVay for a minute. What are you going to tell, real quick, because we only got a minute and a half here. What are you going to tell McVay when he calls you? You got anything you can help him with?
He went 0-2 against us. And you allowed deep ball. Your defense, kind of blew it. And then the offense they kind of got up on us. I'm not going to lie. In the Saturday game, they got up on us, and then we started to catch up because of our defense.
Yeah.
But, against the starting five of defense, I don't know what to say, because y'all were down 10-0 against this Viking team, the same Viking team we destroyed, 27-10.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I gotta say. So that's the best team win, but
and they're going to have to deal with the crowd noise. The 49ers are going to be pumped up. Kyle's going to be out there pulling rabbits out of hats.
I don't want to see it. Nobody's bringing this up. Nobody's bringing this up, but I'll finish up with this. The last meeting, Aaron Rodgers kept complaining to the refs about every single thing we were doing to him. Whether we pushed him out of bounds. Hey, ref, you see that? I'm like, yo, it's football, man. You ain't going to get the insurance like State Farm over here. It's damn football. Play football, man. I hope the hell he doesn't do that Sunday. Play football, man. Stop with these damn skirts.
Yeah, Aaron does that to everybody. That's what Aaron does. He feels he's 36 years old. He's Aaron Rodgers, and the refs need to be able to protect him, and he's going to cry about everything. That's fine. You piss the refs off, and
I'm kind of glad the 49ers didn't draft him because that shows a little bit diva, a little bit of a diva.
I know, but he's still been a great quarterback. But anyway, hey, Justin,
he's been a great quarterback. I don't like that diva side. I don't. I really don't because I like quarterbacks that take a hit and they can get up and okay, good hit.
Well,
like Philip Rivers, everybody doesn't like him, but he can take a hit.
Then you love our current quarterback. All right, Justin, I'll see you tomorrow and every day from between now and game time. All right.
Yes, sir. Let's go Niners. Shout out to Michael.
Yeah. Hi, Michael. Hey, PJ.
Ronbo.
PJ, we're trying to do our best tonight because we all have sympathy for Matt LeFleur. We're trying to come up with answers for him on how he can deal with the 49ers this Sunday. Do you have any suggestions?
Well, I tell him to stop scratching his ass and we're coming. And there's nothing he can do about it.
Oh, God. Forfeiting might be a thing. I don't know. And, they're going to pull some trick plays. That's the only thing they can do because obviously just standing back and playing normal football is not going to work. I don't know.
That's not going to work, no.
I'm trying to figure out what could they possibly do that's going to fool Robert Saleh. I don't know.
They'll probably be doing trying to do the screen game because that seemed to give us a little bit of trouble, but then we figured it out.
Yeah, it's too late now.
We figured that out after a while.
Yeah, they got to come up with something different than that because we already. Well, how many quarterbacks tried to do that to us? 4, 5, 3. Let's see.
Yeah.
It started with Jackson. Yeah, after Jackson did it to us, every team we played except for Drew Brees. He still remained Drew Brees. Everybody else tried to do the Jackson on us. Matty Ice of the Atlanta Falcons rolling and running down the field. What? What? I said, what's Matt Ryan's running?
That's what caught us by surprise because he never runs.
I mean, ever. If he'd have ran in that Super Bowl, he would have won. But he waited till now to start running. Oh no! God. So go ahead, Aaron.
Who the hell is that guy that is beside Martellus Bennett that always talking down on the 49ers on one of those shows? Always talking about
the Minnesota Vikings. Everson. I forget Everson. He's the one who said. Hey, Jimmy G looks scared. Did you see George Kittle?
What goddamn football is he watching?
No, man, ain't Jimmy G ain't scared of you or nobody else. It's so funny because George Kittle made it a point to block his. I mean, George was all over that dude all game long against the Vikings. I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
When McGlinchey wasn't working him, Kittle was. So yeah. Everson, you want to ask that question again? Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, the 49ers have got a whole team against the 3 guys. What do you have? Demontre
Moore.
What's his name? Adams. And then
Devontae Adams.
Jones,
yeah. That's all they got.
Who else you got after that?
That's it. They got Jimmy Graham.
And he's afraid to take a hit, but he ain't get. He's not ready for. It's not about that life.
No, it's And you know what I'd like to see? I tell you what, I'd like to see Kyle go ahead. Don't entertain the crowd. Don't run the ball, because we can run the ball against this team. In the second half, just let Jimmy keep bombing them. So people could stop talking about Jimmy G, man. The only reason that Jimmy G, they run the ball because Jimmy G can't quarterback. Let Jimmy G put on a clinic, because we got the receivers who can do it, right? Go ahead and run the score up on them. I love it.
And who's to say that Kyle Shanahan is not going to open up his playbook on this Green Bay Packers? I mean, like, you just don't know what they're going to do. Like,
PJ,
they have no idea.
Get ready for it in the first half. The 49ers are going to hit them with everything they got just to secure the win. If they get up to 28-3 or something like that in the first half, they're going to put the ball away in the second half. They're going to run it just to kill the clock and get off the field.
Yeah.
But if in the first half, that's when you're going to see the most entertaining football. PJ, we got to go though, fam. Let me see you tomorrow, because we're going to be here every day between now and game time, all right?
All right, Ronbo, have a good one.
You too, PJ. Appreciate you, fam. Yeah.
Yes,
PJ, you're in Bermuda, right? It's PJ from Bermuda.
Bermuda.
Yeah.
Bermuda, yes.
All right, PJ. Glad you stay awake for us.
Yeah.
I'll see you later, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Night, fam.
Yes, have a good one.
You too. And hey, 49er Brian Duncan. 49er Brian.
What is up, Ronbo? Ronbo.
Brian, it's like comedy time. I didn't see this coming. That's one of the most funny things I've read all year in a very serious sport. And I'm reading the man.
Matt LeFleur?
Yeah, he's calling other people. I mean, I want to know who
Matt
else.
LeFleur.
Yeah.
There's not Matt LeFleur. It's Matt LeFleur. LeFleur power. LeFleur power. I think he needs to call Cheat Carroll and see what to do.
I know, because Pete will teach him how to cheat. But I don't know if anybody else will talk to him.
Chew that gum and get out those Skittles. Give those boys on your team some Skittles, and then Cheat Carroll will also tell them, hey, get some white towels and white flags, because you guys are going to be waving them in the third quarter.
If we see Matt LeFleur chewing gum, we will know, Brian. Because LeFleur never chews gum. Come on, Matt.
It's Matt LeFleur. It says his new name, Matt LeFleur.
I'm sorry, LeFleur.
That, you know what, Ronbo?
No.
That'd be like you going and getting advice how to run your show, and you don't ever need to do that. What the hell's going on with that coach?
Well, thanks. I have no idea. I can't believe he let it go public. If I would have some amount of shame, Brian, I'm not going to let anybody find out I'm making phone calls. Are you kidding me? How embarrassing.
Yeah, you don't. Obviously, you don't know how to do your friggin' job. Right? You got to go call other people. What do I do? What do I do? Oh my God!
There's no way to sugarcoat or explain that. You can't say just for the sake of. No, why didn't you call him before now then?
God, I would be like not wanting to be on TV. It'd be so embarrassing. Oh my God. Every time the camera's on me, hey, get out of here. Get away from me. Go away.
You know what you got to do? I'm going to do it as soon as we get through here. I'm going to go to the press conference with Matt LeFleur, as you call him. I like it. I want to see, because the media's going to ask him about that. Matt, were you trying to get information on how to beat the 49ers from Sean McVay?
From Pete Carroll.
Or any number of people, or any other sources.
Hey, since they're going after Sherm for, they think he's on drugs, hey, Pete Carroll probably told Matt LeFleur to get all the PEDs he can for this game on Green Bay.
That might help him, actually.
What the hell?
That could work. That could work.
Yeah. Get those skills. Hey, why don't you go after like Fat Mode and see if he can play for you guys too? Why don't you do that? Since he only gets like 16 yards a game now.
Most outrageous thing I've ever heard. Brad, down through the years of watching football, do you ever remember any given season when you heard about a coach trying to draw information from other coaches to help him with his current or his upcoming opponent?
Maybe when I played Pee Wee League when I was like 12.
That's
I mean, come on. I'm embarrassed to even talk about it, aren't you?
Well, yeah, it's like, that is an embarrassment, especially for people to find
Matt
out about
LeFleur.
it. Oh,
LaFleur Power. That is his new name.
And
Yep.
even Aaron Rodgers,
God.
the mighty Aaron Rodgers, calling Brett Favre to see if he can offer any help.
Yeah, he'll probably, T. Carroll will probably tell him, hey, go get Brett Favre out of retirement. You're going to need him too. I mean, come on. It just gets more comical the more we talk about it.
I know. It's just, wow.
But yeah.
Brad, we're going to go.
His new name is Matt LeFleur. Everybody in chat, Matt LeFleur, Matt LeFleur Power.
Strange. Brad, we got to go. Brad, I'll be back tomorrow. Let's get together and see what else develops. Because I know there's going to be some feedback on this particular situation. There's got to be at some point soon.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he doesn't call Belichick. Oh, God.
Well, Belichick, there's no way Belichick talks to him. Belichick doesn't want to talk right now. He's got to be the most angriest man in the world. He's always in that far from being angry anyway. So all he has to do is hear from, listen, it's none of my business what you guys do. I'm not seriously. I don't understand why you.
Hey, you do a pretty good. You do a pretty good Belichick. Yeah, we need to get you a sweater and a hoodie. Yeah.
Brian, I'll see you tomorrow. I gotta go, fam. Have a good night.
Okay, thanks. You too. Bye.
Oh, God. Hey, you know what LaFleur should do? He should call Trent Baalke. What would Trent Baalke say? Oh, I got to tell you, I've been studying this team for a while, and I think the best thing you can... I'm getting in trouble about that. I'll continue later. Fernando Mio. Hey, Fernando. Thanks, fam. Fernando says, if you had one word to describe the Eagles, what would it be? Oh, and be careful what you say. I'm glad you at least let me know. If I had one word, after this season, I do have something positive to say about him. Gritty. You guys were down to no receivers. I believe your secondary was a little shook up, too. Yeah, some of your defensive linemen were being shuttled in and out. They were getting hurt. Gritty. Tough. And if I really do think if your starter, if your quarterback doesn't go down against the Hawks, the Hawks barely won. I think you might have won that game, which, would have been interesting because then you would have been on your way to, no, you still wouldn't have had to play the 49ers, so, yeah. Not Gritty, Fernando. Thanks for the contribution, but Gritty, see you next year. Hope you guys rebound. Hey, Big Steve.
What's up, Ronbo?
Steve, as you can see, as I said, I've not had this much fun in postseason in years, and I'm going to live this season out like it's like the last of my life because the 49ers have made me – I'm having so much fun with this, Steve. And as soon as I found out that LaFleur is making phone calls trying to figure out what I can do to do something with the 49ers, I thought I'd lose my mind laughing. So that's why I come to you tonight, Steve. Matt LeFleur's on the phone.
After you know what, dude? After you get stomped out 37-8, I'd be calling people too. Not only that, but he knows that we have some pieces back that we didn't even have last time, and we still stomped them.
Man,
This is the way I'm looking at this, and I know the faithful are not going to like this, but I'm a little concerned. I'm concerned, man, because we're really close. We're knocking on the door to the Super Bowl.
Choke.
And there's been some talk about a fix being in between Rodgers and Mahomes for the Super Bowl.
Listen, before you go any further with it, though, where are you getting this information? Because a lot of people are in this discussion. I've not ran across anything that states that other than hearsay. Where are you getting that from?
I saw a couple of videos on YouTube. There was a guy that did this analysis, and he was doing all these comparisons and showing how they're setting you up with the commercials between Rodgers and Mahomes, and they're building a State Farm stadium and everything like this. So I mean, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know how much credit I want to put into that, but I'll say like this: on paper, we're a far better team than the Packers.
Oh, it's not even close.
Statistically, I mean, every way imaginable, we're far better than the Packers. So if we don't win Sunday, I'm going to be real suspicious then. Because
even if it's
no
close,
reason we shouldn't win this game.
Even if it's close, I'm suspicious. You know,
that's what I'm saying.
They just don't measure up. They just don't stand up against the 49ers, and there's just too much going against them. So if anything does weird go on with the officiating, and that's the only way they can manipulate a game, I think the 49ers, the stand should just empty out on the field. You know?
I'd love to see the Niners go against the Chiefs. I think that would be a shootout. I mean, I'd like to see how Mahomes does against that defense because you know he's a mobile quarterback and you know he can get that ball out. I think that would be a real tight Super Bowl. But I'm a little concerned, Ronbo. You know
what, though?
We've been here before.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, we've been here before, and we've gotten screwed, like one of your callers said earlier, and then I'm listening, and I'm thinking my head, saying, and they don't like us. They don't like us, Ronbo. They don't want us here.
That may be the case, but the 49ers represent an element in the NFL that's pretty much not comparable. If the 49ers were to get in the Super Bowl and win this year, they would become, and they actually still are, the greatest Super Bowl team in the Super Bowl era because of that one loss. They'd be 6-1, which is equal to the Steelers and as well as the Patriots, but with only one loss. Now, that would make us be the gold and red standard. See what I did there? You know? So, there could be a problem with that with some people around the NFL, and it doesn't do well for small market teams like Green Bay Packers. But the Packers are a legendary team, though, so you can't really go by. I mean, you're talking about Lombardi is the guy from way back when that established a certain definition of the NFL, right? So, but you could be right. But if they make it obvious that they're cheating, it won't look good.
They're gonna hear a lot of heat about it too, because everybody knows if people are actually watching football and not just watching the teams that's their favorite team. If you're watching football in general, you have to notice the Niners do. We're making noise everywhere we go. And we're leaving a trail behind us, and we're leaving quarterbacks in the dust. I mean, look what we did to Cousins. It's no joke.
I tell you.
Aside from all that negativity, though, Ronbo, I just want to say, man, I'm so excited.
You're right. People in the chat are definitely not happy with what you just said, so you can go ahead and deal with them. I mean, we're going to see you tomorrow, though. Big Steve, you have a good night, okay? We'll be back every day this week, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, nice. All right, I'll call in tomorrow with some better news.
All right. Looking for you. Night, Steve.
All right, take care, Ronbo.
You too. And I say, Big Steve is only passing on the word around the streets is that. And I don't know how that got started, but, this is the kind of drama you got to put up with for these big games anyway. Emilio!
What's happening?
Emilio, you have the conspiracy theories out there. And then you got Matt LeFleur, who is not, LeFleur is worried about, is there anything I can do, Sean, that can help me with the 49ers? I mean, you play them twice a year. And Sean says, Matt, I don't remember having beaten them this year, so I don't understand what this phone call is about. The only thing I can tell you is do the best you can.
I mean, I know. I knew why he called them. It makes sense why he called it because, the second game, it was a lot closer. So I guess by him thinking, like, let me see if I can get some points. But, I mean, it's not that hard. If you really wanted to do a game plan, dude. I forgot his name. If Aaron Rodgers can roll out, that's kind of all you had to really do was roll out.
Well.
But at the same time, with that rollout, we didn't have the team we have now.
See.
Everybody was hurt. So it kind of maybe would work, but then it wouldn't. So it's just You asking for a 50-50 shot from somebody that didn't beat us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, did have better success the second game around, but at the same time, it wasn't Sean McVay. It was Goff. So you have to expect Aaron Rodgers to do a better job. That's all it really
and
is.
teaching an old dog new tricks. And Emilio, here's
I mean,
something else.
I
was thinking, what if he gives him the wrong information? You know, McVay gives him the wrong information, and he comes in with that, and the 49ers beat him worse than they were going to beat him had he thought about his own plan.
That would be hilarious because it's just, dude, you went to West information and you tried it and you made worse. You may not even get a touchdown out of that. That's kind of, like I said, I understand why he did it, but dude, come on now. Why are you a head coach? You just now saying you can't really be a head coach in this league. You need help from other sources. So that kind of does look bad. And I was listening earlier how, I think if I was on the team, I would start questioning my coach. Like, dude,
trade me, please.
Are you serious? I was like, so you want me to trust in you? Now you're going to go ask for help. Not even somebody from the team, but you're going to a different organization asking for help. Yeah, I would kind of lose kind of confidence in my own coach doing that. That don't even make sense.
So.
And it just weird to me. I've never heard, since watching football as long as I had, I've never heard a coach ever honestly do that.
I know.
You know,
and both
with the Belichick team, they cheat, but I've just never heard like, oh, let me get advice from a different coach.
Right.
I've never,
because he's played him.
He
played him twice a year.
I don't remember hearing that.
Yeah. And the thing is, McVay and LaFleur, they're good. They're bros because they worked with Kyle when Kyle was their.
Call him Florecita.
Yeah, well, exactly. When Kyle was their master and teaching them things, and now they got to get together and see if they can take the headmaster out. I said, man, y'all, you know what? You really doing this? Well, if Sean's over your house, somebody send the police over there. You know, they all have to investigate it. Listen, you guys can't corroborate on this. Is he on your coaching staff? Well, no. He's my friend. Well, come on. You guys, I hope they do get together on it, though. It's not going to help any. But still, it's all about the talent.
They're all friends. Technically, they're all friends. Shanahan, LaFleur, they're all friends. So like I said, I get why he's trying to do it, but dude, you gotta come up with your own game plan.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be a blowout like it was. I think they will have a better game plan.
But if they have any plan, it should be better because they didn't know what they were going to walk into.
You think every team we played twice, played the Seahawks twice, the Rams and Cardinals. The games, we still came out on top, but the games were a lot different from the first time around.
Yeah.
So honestly, this game should be a lot more different, a lot more closer. But I say we still come out on top either way it goes. Because honestly, the only receiver that Aaron has is Adams, and we have about but most of his yards came from Adams, trying to beat Seattle. And after the second half, basically they were shut down.
Yep.
They didn't score no more points after that. So it was
this is what I'm saying.
If Seattle stopped you the second half, what do you think we would do in the second half of the game?
And the first. We're out of time.
So,
let me see tomorrow, fam. We're gonna see how many people get here.
Like I say, I give you that. But like I say, first half is to me, honestly, in my opinion, the game should be a lot closer. We do some adjustments. We should come away with it the second half. So, that's what I think.
Maybe if they, I don't know what they gonna do, but man, I can't wait for this. All right, Emilio, I'm gonna see you tomorrow, fam.
All right, man.
You have a good night.
All right, I'll holler at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you too.
I gotta tell you, I just don't know what they're gonna do to stuff. Kyle Shanahan's gonna go. We thought he was doing a good job. He's gonna go buck wild in the first half. Why? Because Shanahan says, this is it. This game and the next game, I'm opening up every weapon I got, every design I got. I'm using it. If the first one doesn't work, I got 3 more to back that up. You know what I mean? This is gonna be look out for Shanahan in this game. Eric Meiser, I see you. Eric, a Niner! That's what he wrote. Eric, thanks for that contribution. Yeah, I just don't see I see the 49ers. I really, it's going to be a thing for us to watch is Shanahan has these guys doing wild and weird things. I mean, some of the stuff we saw when they played the Saints, look for Kyle Shanahan to pull out some more rabbits out of his hat. And we're going to be saying like things like, whoa, look at that. I got to feel it's going to be whoa, look at that. All first half. Harold.
What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, Harold. I'm sitting here figuring, I'm making predictions like I'm Nostradamus. But you know what? I just realized something, though. In this game, Kyle may feel threatened by the fact that Matt LeFleur is calling around to see if he can get some tips and pointers on how to deal with the 49ers. Maybe Kyle does things like, well, maybe he picked up some few things, huh? Okay, guys, here's what we're going to do today. I've got about 5 new things I want you guys to get down between now and Sunday, and we're going to just get rid of this threat right now. You know, you start messing with Kyle Shanahan, you're liable to get yourself into trouble. Harold, what do you think?
You said he called Sean McVay, right? Is that who you said he called?
That's one guy supposed to be consulting. That's what we know of. We don't know about anybody else, but that's one that's big. And Brett Favre, Rodgers was right on Sirius Radio where everybody could hear it, asking Brett about what would he do against the 49ers. And Brett says, well, start fast. But go ahead, Harold, what do you think?
I hope he called Brett Favre. Brett Favre used to throw him picks, man. We'll take that. But
Gunslinger.
If we see Aaron Rodgers roll out the pocket every damn play, we'll know he called.
Then you'll know.
Sean McVay, that's for them. Yeah.
Well,
but as far as Shanahan goes, man, I think he held back against. Well, he obviously held back against
the Vikings.
The Minnesota Vikings.
When the game was over.
We ran the ball.
Yeah.
We ran the ball 47 times. But you also, like, even at the beginning of the game, we didn't run screen, bro. We didn't run one screen the whole entire game, and that's a big part of Shanahan's game plan. And
but you know what?
When he comes up these trick plays, a lot of them are screen.
Exactly, but you know he probably knows. You know Shanahan, he's running less out of the bootleg than he used to too. Everybody knows Kyle's offense pretty much stems from action out of play action. You can't really tell the difference between play action and the run normally. But if the 49ers stack up too many points in the first half, and it's easy to run. And if Shanahan sees that you can't stop the run, he will run you to death. It's not a reflection on Jimmy G like people think. It's a part of the strategy. Why should I put the ball up when I can kill your defense by wearing them out and I'm burning the clock up? I'm beating you 33-7, and there's not a thing you can do about it. You can't stop the run. Your guys are getting tired and worn out. It's a brilliant strategy. Brilliant.
Well, also, I mean, you run the ball 3 times, even if you don't get the first down, all you're doing is putting it and putting our defense back on the field. And they were definitely
if you don't get the first down,
ball.
But if you don't get the first down, you go ahead and throw then. But if I got Heem and whoever the other guy is, because I'm sure. Well, he's probably going to be TC. If I got TC and Heem, one's running 7 yards, the other one runs 4 yards. That's another first down. I'm going to keep doing that until you guys can do something about it. You're going to stack the box? Good. Now, here comes Emmanuel Sanders, Debo, and George Kittle. There's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? This is the options that the teams are up against now with the 49ers. So I don't know what McVay's going to tell him.
Nothing. There's nothing you can do, man. We with our defense fully healthy, man, we're definitely the best defense remaining, and our offense is going to move the ball, man. I think Jimmy G is going to play better. He has to play better than he did last game, man. I mean, he was a little shaky.
Do you really think so? He made one mistake. Otherwise, he was threading a needle with some of them passes. We were getting huge gains. I don't know. He made that one mistake, okay. But after that, was he really that bad?
There was 2 or 3 throws before that. There was one where George Kittle had to play defense, man. There was a couple of plays, man, where he was thrown into a lot of Vikings, man. And then even the one that Kendrick Bourne caught where he got hit.
He got hit on the arm.
That was lucky.
He got hit on the arm. He got hit on the arm on that play, and I saw that one. Here's another thing. What everybody has to understand about Kyle's offense. Jimmy G is throwing into spots. Now, this is something that's going to get better next year. Jimmy G's supposed to throw into it's a timing route. Things are supposed to happen at a certain time. If they don't, then people think that he just threw into traffic. Not necessarily. But that's going to be something you're going to see a little different next year. Well, fam, hey, we got to go now.
It's going to look different tomorrow or on Sunday, bro. It's going to look different. He's going to play better.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's going to play a game.
It's all a matter of time. They got to get together and do that for a long time. Now, next year, as I say, it should be like clockwork. Anyway, fam, I'm going to be back tomorrow. Let me look for you then, huh?
All right, man.
All right, man. Have a good night. Anyway, let's roll over to Eli.
Rumble.
Yo, Eli.
Hi. How you doing, Rumble?
I'm doing all right, Eli. I'm on a charity mission tonight, as you know, Eli. I'm trying to help out the Green Bay Packers. Poor guys.
Well, hold on, Rumble. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me hang up with my Fla. Fla, you can go ahead and call what's his name? Wait a minute. Damn it, I forgot, Rumble. Help me out here.
He's from L.A.
Help this guy.
He's from L.A. Where's Horns? Sean!
Rumble, I'm getting freaked out on this damn thing, especially with Nick Wright. I don't like that guy. Nick Wright is still saying that Roger, he's gonna come over here
and party
and blast the Niners out. No, yeah, they're gonna kill us over here. They said it's supposed to be the Packers or Tennessee or what's it called? Oh, the other team.
Chiefs.
The Chiefs, yes. It's like, come on, Rumble.
I just don't.
They don't like us.
They don't. They hate that we're winning. They hate us because they ain't us. You know.
Oh man, Rumble. And you know who's giving us a lot of credit? I can't believe it. It's Shannon.
Shannon Sharp?
There's no way that Shannon Sharp. He's saying there's no way Packers are going to go up there and tear up the Niners. There's no way. That's a great team there is right now. There's no one can beat us. That's what he said. Today I heard him. Well,
Eli,
I don't know if he recorded it.
Nobody this year has beat up the 49ers. The teams that beat us got away in the last few seconds. But ain't nobody going to come in and just beat up the 49ers. That's just what's a joke there. So Aaron Rodgers coming to party? Yeah. What? I don't think so.
Yeah, that's Rumble. God. He wants to go back to Rumble because he lives he used to live in Chico. You know, that's where he was born, in Chico.
Yeah. And they did a lot of partying up there. He may have did too many drugs while he was up there. Because, this is just not, you don't come up with those kind of things to say unless you're out of your mind. Aaron Rodgers is not going to come in and party.
Man, yeah, he's going to party back to Wisconsin.
Yes.
But Rumble, what's up with Nick Wright? Is he okay from his head? He keeps saying that Aaron is going to beat the Niners.
Eli,
are you kidding me? This guy.
That's the best way to get attention. We click on these things. We turn it on, because we want to see, what are you talking about? It's brilliant on their part. They don't believe it. That's the only reason why they're saying it.
Yeah.
But they know you are going to get pissed off, and I'm going to get pissed off. We're all going to get pissed off. We're going to see, what are you talking about?
And they're doing a good job.
Yes. They're getting all kind of attention.
Good job out of it.
Yeah. Because if you just sit there and say the 49ers. Absolutely. I hate falling for it, but I do get curious about it. And then I get worse than that. Eli, do you have Twitter?
Yeah. I sure do.
I start tweeting the bees. I be saying all kind of nasty stuff. And they like that stuff. They love it, So,
So they're used to hassle anybody they want to hassle, huh?
Yes, that's how they make their living.
Rumble, one more step to go to the Super Bowl, but these freaking bastards is like I have a rock on my shoe that it's bugging me, about these comments.
Right.
But you know what? I do love my Niners, and I'm a faithful, but these fuckers, man, they keep saying these. They're not going to stop. It's like the last two colors ago.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the Niners will come through.
Yeah.
I just know it because we do have the best team.
And that's
but
Eli,
anyways, Rumble.
That's all right, man. Oh, go ahead. You gonna say? Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Rumble.
No, I was gonna say, Eli, I'm gonna look for you tomorrow because we'll be back tomorrow, and we're gonna find out if Sean McVay answered the phone. That's what I'm gonna keep looking for.
All right, Rumble. Well, thanks for taking my call. I love your show.
Thanks, Eli.
You're a blessed to all of us, man. Take care. God bless.
Thanks, fam. Appreciate you. See you later.
Good night. Good night.
Night.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, hey, fam. Don't. You know what? I know you can't help it because I can't help it, but we got to try not to solicit. If the line drawing you in is just really outrageous, try to fight it. Don't click it. Because the most of the feedback is you're getting is from us. Hey, Rick.
Ronbo.
Rick.
What's going on?
Rick, as you know, we're trying to help out Matt LeFleur and Aaron Rodgers come up with some answers as to how they can apply themselves this Sunday in order to avoid embarrassment. They at least want to keep the score close. I mean, you don't want no 40-burger or 50-burger put on you in a playoff game. It looks bad. But I'm not sure how they're going to be able to avoid it. You know? Their defense can't stop the 49ers. I don't know. What are you thinking?
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. Matt LeFleur and
Sean.
What's his name? McVay. Yeah, Sean McVay. They're Kyle's sons.
Yeah, I know.
They're his sons. What do you think they're gonna do? He changes that playbook up. Emmanuel Sanders said, "Man, I've never seen anything like this. Like my man changes the playbook every week."
Mm-hmm. And they're so good, they keep up with him, too. That's what I'm impressed with the players. Kyle makes, but it's all concepts, though, Rick. They may do something they're used to, and Kyle might put a slight spin on it just to throw the DCs off from other teams. You can do that, too.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
He's running the same play out of 6 different formations, but it's the same to us. But the defense is confused as hell.
Mm-hmm. And the DC system, I didn't expect that.
Right. And then, we got the media. They still down on us, but I appreciate that because they listened to Sherm. Sherm told them earlier this season, keep that same energy. And that's what they're doing.
They hate it.
Yeah.
Rick, that's why they're calling him in for a second drug test within a 2-week period? What's up with that? Oh,
I know.
Come on, man. You're going to call him in a third time, too, ain't you?
Yeah, they are. Right before the Super Bowl, if we make it. I don't see why we wouldn't, but
Rick, and Sherman's probably bringing it on himself. Sherman's probably cussing him out as he's putting on his clothes or whatever and leaving the office. All right, you know what?
He's cussing him out as he's grabbing the cup.
I really feel bad for Sherman. But this is good because they're going to make him a better football player. Sunday, Sherman's going to be playing out of his mind and looking in the camera and hollering at people.
I think that's the thing. Our guys feel disrespected, man. They've been feeling disrespected all year, and that's been their motivation. They've been keeping quiet, no pressure on them. They've been under pressure for the number 1 seed for about 5 weeks now.
Oh yeah.
So they Emmanuel said, what pressure? We've been under pressure for 5 weeks.
We've been playing the playoffs since we went to the gauntlet, starting with Green Bay last time we played them. Ain't nobody playing no schedule like the 49ers.
No,
Green Bay,
not at all.
New Orleans, and them. Man, the Ravens.
Green Bay struggled with Detroit 2 times.
God. So they've been through hell and back.
Yeah.
So what's happening now is a cakewalk.
Exactly. And we get on that podium with the confetti falling on us in Miami. They're gonna let it loose. Sherman gonna let it loose.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna blast everybody.
Sherman might not wait. Sherman might do that this week. That's what happens to you would put a sorry receiver like Devontae Adams on me. Oh, Sherman, we went back to 2013. Call me in for a drug test. I'll come in right now. Because they're messing with the wrong guy. I'm kind of glad to keep messing with him. this is funny.
And I think Rodgers is arrogant enough to try to test Sherm too on Sunday.
See, that's the funny thing about it. I don't think Rodgers is going to throw on that side of the field. He wouldn't throw against Sherman years ago. So? No, he ain't going to. They're going to do everything they can to avoid Sherman. And that's what makes it more difficult. Right. So, but if Devontae goes to the other side of the field, it'd be funny if Sherman followed him.
I know. Well, last week, where was he lining up the most? Where was Adams lining up the most? In the slot? K1 will take care of him.
Yeah, he can't line up in the slot. That doesn't, no, K1, right. He's going to try to work Mosley. And, Mosley's not going to be no picnic. I can't wait for this game.
No.
You got, and Kowalski's back, and also you got Quan back there for his other man, the tight end.
Yep.
I lost his name all of a sudden. Anyway, I don't know who he's going to be throwing the ball to.
Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham. Yeah, this is why he's calling around trying to find help.
We gotta play some mistake-free football. We can't let the refs.
No, we can't clown. You got to take them serious, and they will, because they know what this means. Hey, Rick, let me see it off, fam. Yeah.
I'll let you.
All right, be looking for you. Night, Rick.
Yep, later.
Hey, Sam. Let's see what Sam. Hey, and Mr. LaFleur, if you're paying attention, I'm going to find some help for you tonight. Hey, Sam.
Yo.
Sam, Matt LaFleur, LaFleur, let me respect him. Matt LaFleur needs help. Sam, is there anything
Matt
you can
LaFleur.
help? Yeah, Matt. He needs
Matt
help.
LaFleur is not going to get any help. Yeah. I'm sorry. There's no help. Hey, listen, there's nothing nobody can do for the man. There's nothing that can happen. It's over, man. It's over for him. That sounds so... Why would you go calling around asking for help? And you're a grown man. You know what I mean? You're a grown man. You're a head coach. You got a job already. Do what you got to do. Leave everybody else alone. Why don't you make your own mark, as a coach? Come on. So I don't get that one, man. But, hey, look, I'm going to say this. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. I'm going to make this point real quick. This defense that we got this year, Bosa, Ford, Armstead, Buckner, front four, linebackers, Quan Alexander, okay? Then you got Fred Warner, okay? Now listen to this. That's just our front seven. We ain't talking about secondary. The front four, you're going to have to beat them, okay? So I see Green Bay throwing a lot of curls, a lot of quick passes, and screens.
That's all they can do.
It's going to get destroyed. That's all they can do. It's going to get destroyed.
And you can only use one side of the field.
They can only use one side. You're absolutely correct. Aaron Jones is going to have a tough day as well. Running in between them Giants. What are they, 6'7", Armstead?
Butler, I mean, they put in the wingspan. That's over 7 feet. It's like 8, 9. That's like 9 feet of humanity trying to throw over. Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's ridiculous. and then this is the thing too. Okay, there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, well," and I truly do believe this. You never underestimate your opponent. No, you never do.
Don't do that.
But this is reality though. These are the facts. It's like a proven system. I don't see Green Bay doing anything different that the other teams tried to do to us. Like you just said with the previous caller.
Good point.
Man, we just went through fucking hell. Excuse my language, but we just went through hell our last 5 games.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It can't get any worse.
And listen, it can't get any worse, man. I'm in Wisconsin. I'm in Milwaukee right now. I've been here my whole life. Okay.
And what's being said? What are they saying? Man, what do they think?
Everybody's talking about, oh yeah, it's gonna be payback. We about to get y'all, and all I keep saying is, you know what? Let's just wait and see, because I'm not gonna say nothing. I just want the play on the field to speak for itself. Just like, week 12, everybody in this damn city and state was saying the same thing, and when week 12 came, they got their ass handed to them, man, for real. So. And the difference the other day when you were talking to somebody, the difference between this 49ers defense and the 2012, 2011, 2013 defense, Justin Smith, Alden Smith, Patrick Willis, Bowman, that's dominant, right? That's dominant. But I'm gonna tell you like this: what we have right now, man, is speed kills. And D Ford and Bosa, when you put D Ford and Bosa next to each other, and you have Armstead and you got Buckner, man, that shit is ridiculous. Okay?
And did you see what Robert Saleh did? I'm surprised somebody didn't call the police. He put D Ford and Nick on the same side of the field.
Hey, that was crazy. That was crazy. So, and that was just a glimpse. That was just a glimpse of it.
God.
Just a glimpse.
And they went away from it. And listen, Minnesota, they caved in. Game over for them. But now, we haven't even spoken about offense yet. Hey, man, Kyle Shanahan, dude is about to open up a serious can, man. He's about to pull the entire playbook out.
Indeed. You're going to see guys.
Serious.
I know. You're going to see guys running free, wide open. And people going to be, whoa, how did he get all? Yeah. Debo's got 30 feet of real estate of nobody standing anywhere all by himself. Yeah. There goes George Kittle, same thing. Oh, this is.
Yeah. Hey, I analyzed the last time they played him in week 12. Okay. It was a play action pass, kind of like a rollout. Okay. George Kittle, he faked the defender out like he was going to the left and then he broke to the right. He was wide open. If you pay attention to that play, you had number 13, our wide receiver, Richie James, coming out the he was in motion. Richie James was in motion on that play. It was a play action, and the motion where Richie James came out, Garoppolo could have. That was his first read, and he skipped him, and Kittle was wide. Man, there was two players wide open on that play, and I'm looking at that play alone like,
and how many offenses can have that capability? Fam, we got to go. Let me see you tomorrow night. Okay. Because we'll be back every day between now and game time. All right?
It was a pleasure, Ronbo.
Always, fam. You have a good night.
Yes, sir. You too. Bye.
Thanks. And we go to Texas, where Bill is standing there giving Cowboy fans a hard time. Bill.
So did he really make that phone call?
Yeah, LaFleur. It's been rumored LaFleur has been trying to seek help, and he went to Sean hoping he could get some pointers, since Sean plays twice a year. And then you got foolproof because you got Rodgers calling Brett Favre on his radio program where everybody could hear it. I said, are they...
Wow. The channel that the guy was talking about the Packers and the Chiefs, the channel's called Truth Be Told. I've been showing people that channel, because I remember that year somebody was talking about the Giants and the Patriots being rigged and going to have New England go out with the perfect record, and that got scrapped, Yeah. And by the way, what about Houston? I'm going to put some up there. Houston Texans. Not Houston Texans, but Houston Astros. You heard about that?
Oh, well, yeah. That whole organization is getting torn down. I mean, guys are getting in trouble right and left.
So if they pull the victory off, we should declare an investigation on that because there's no way Green Bay should beat us.
Yeah, no, really, honestly. There's no physical way. You're right. That's a good point, Bill. If they do win, there should be an investigation launched. You're absolutely right. Especially if it looks a little shady.
So, we did a call for an investigation as fans if that happens. And I demand that Roger Goodell get put in jail because I heard he could go to jail for that. So I'm not even worried. I'm just showing people the video and setting back. We should win that game. If we don't, an investigation, they could be like Houston and get investigated. Green Bay. And I don't even think that should even be legal to make a phone call. You should go with what you got. If you're not good enough to beat us, stay home. Because I'm going to tell you what, if they do cheat, they're going to get messed up by the Chiefs.
Oh, yes, indeed. Why? And Bill, you make an excellent point nobody's thought about yet. Why would you want to see the Chiefs destroy the Green Bay Packers? If you're going to have a good game, you want the 49ers defense to deal with Mahomes. Although I got to tell everybody something. I don't think that they get past. I'm more concerned about Tennessee. Man, I don't think they're going to lose to the Chiefs. I really don't. That's Mark Henry. They can't stop. The Chiefs can't stop Mark Henry.
Yeah,
they can't.
Man. They can't beat the Titans or the Chiefs. There's no possible way, man. They're going to get murdered. So they might as well just go home, rebuild, get beat up. Let us go to the Super Bowl. Let us win our rings, get our Super Bowl. Let us have our excitement. Stay home. You don't belong in the Super Bowl.
Go home.
It's going to be like worse than last year. People complaining about last year. This year's going to be worse if they put Green Bay in.
Absolutely right. That's a good point. If the NFL is serious about getting a money maker in, you don't send the Green Bay Packers because either the Titans or the Chiefs would beat them to death. So you know what? It could be just the opposite. The fix could be in for the 49ers.
So I'm not even worried. I mean, we could demand an investigation. Everybody realize if it does get fixed, they're going to be like, we're done. Because, first off, they can't beat the Chiefs. They can't beat the Titans. If they have to do all this to get past us, what do you think could happen in the Super Bowl?
Narrowly escaped a loss in Green Bay to the Seahawks, who are tired. They've got people out. They got Marshawn Lynch out there scoring touchdowns. So what do you think the 49ers running backs are going to do to you? You know what, Bill? This is like...
I'm not even worried.
Yeah, I know. So
I'm just going to show the video to people so that they're ready in case they try to pull funny, and just show them, hey, I'm not even worried. Just, hey, take a look at the video, and, just be prepared for just in case. There's nothing wrong with it just in case, but I'm not even worried because if Goodell has any brains, he wouldn't do that.
He'll leave this alone. Leave this alone. Do not send your henchmen referees in there. You know what? Keep an eye on the referees, though. I got to investigate and see who are the known referees for fixers. There's a few around the league. One retired here a couple of years ago, but his son's back out there. But tell you what, Bill, we're out of time.
Truth be told, Truth be told, look at the channel, Truth Be Told. All your answers again. It's a channel called Truth Be Told. Look them up. Your answers to your questions there. And my girl says hi. She wants a 49er shout out, and I'll be on tomorrow.
Yay. Hi, girlfriend. Super Bowl bound. Bill.
One more thing, Ronbo.
Yep.
One more thing. Go to the store, get you some cheese, and have cheese for Sunday.
That's right. I'm going to get some wine with it, too. So when they start crying, hey, Green Bay, how about some wine with that cheese? Night, Bill. You guys have a great night. Or should I say, how about a little wine with that cheese? Hey. Oh. And John, John, thanks for that contribution, John. He says, honestly, what can McVay say? That's a damn good question, Matt. We lost twice. How the hell should I know? I mean, Kyle was smarter than both of us. And Matt, so good luck getting beat. And Matt, please don't call me late at night. I've got the hottest girl in the world. Why would I want to talk to you right about now? Don't bother me. And then Andrew Martinez. Thanks, Andrew, for the contributions. Can you do the Trent Baalke voice again?
It'll be my pleasure. I was going to say the best way for the Packers to actually deal with the 49ers, and I know because I put some of those players on that team, DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, Jimmy Ward, that's all through my work. And I know what they're capable of because I trained them.
Does that remind you of what was that movie that Sylvester Stallone did? The guy comes in, the colonel comes in. I've trained him. Anyway,
so what I'll tell you is the best thing you can do is find a way maybe to find out where they eat at, maybe food poisoning or something like that. But if they come out there and they're ready to play, I'm going to tell you the truth. There's not a thing you can do. Good luck.
Rambo's colonel. Hey, Bethel. Don't make me do Trent Baalke. I always make myself laugh.
Hey, Rumpo.
Bethel, we're having fun tonight. We're trying to help out Matt LeFleur. He seems to be, and also Aaron Rodgers. They don't know what to do, and they're running around asking questions about is there anything they can do to help them.
I don't know if you seen when they won that game. Everybody looked like they didn't want to come over here. They looked like if they were all scared to come over here. It's like,
Can you blame him?
Shit. Why do we have to go back over there?
So glad. It's a good thing we're not the wild card, Bethel. So you know what? Even if we weren't the wild card, they can't beat the 49ers, whether it's in Lambeau or any place else. 49ers are just too good for that team.
Yeah, and then they're gonna probably be like when their fans come over here to Lambeau,
if they can find a seat,
try to go anywhere.
Yeah.
And they get after the game finished, they're gonna be like this. They're gonna be the same thing what the Vikings fan did. Took off a jersey, got a jersey kiddo, and put it on and started being a 49er fan.
Dude's on film
of everybody.
He went viral.
Yeah.
Everybody's seen that. What? Man, put that. 49er fans should have demanded he picked that shirt off. It still had the tag hanging off the sleeve. Oh, have some shame, Viking fan. Viking fan, we see you. Everybody sees you. Put the spotlight on him. What? Get out of here. So, you know. Anyway, Bethel. It's going to be a tough game. I do feel sorry for the Packers, actually, because he's only got one good receiver, and he's got Graham. I don't know what else. Lazard's not going to be able to. Our defensive back's going to stop that.
The only thing I see, unless the referees help them out, like the Texans
calling pass interference on every
they
play.
Got screwed over. Yeah.
I can see that.
So that's the only reason I could see. But I was surprised. Even DNA even said it on his show that if you want a good Super Bowl, it should be the Niners and should be Kansas City. Because if you want a Super Bowl that nobody's gonna talk about like last year, then basically us as fans, if we know we get screwed over, it's going to be the same thing as last year where nobody's going to watch. Nobody's going to want to see that Super Bowl, and it's going to be another messed up Super Bowl.
It's true. Bill just I just realized, what are you going to put Green Bay in? Either, Green Bay can't beat either. They can't beat the Titans, and they sure as hell can't beat the Chiefs. So what are you putting them in for? So there's no need to fix that game for them to get in there unless you want to slide down into the cesspool rating, right? So, it's all hilarious.
No, and plus, Roger Goodell was actually in that game. He went to go watch that game, and he's seen how many fans were there. He's seen nobody left until the game finished. He's seen all this. And imagine we go to the Super Bowl, we're going to fill that up, and then plus they're going to get a lot of money on selling, the CD for what the Niners did through all these seasons, through all the shirts, through everything. They're going to win a lot of money. And plus, a lot of people are going to tune in to watch that Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's you don't want to put the wrong team.
And it's going to be a fun Super Bowl.
Everybody knows the Packers are just not. That's not the team you want. They want the best team.
Yeah.
Bethel, we're out of time. Hey, Bethel, I'll be back tomorrow and the rest of the week as we talk about the comedy that's taking place around this series, or this game, coming up Sunday.
Yeah, because the media has to make it interesting, or else they will not be having nothing
they
to
don't have
talk
anything
about.
else to do. Exactly. So you got to paint a picture of the Packers actually having a chance. They don't want to have a prayer. I love it.
Always, Ronbo, good show. Keep up the good work.
Thanks,
I
Bethel.
was going to go to this game, but I didn't have nobody to go with. So hopefully I can find somebody to try to go to this game and, go have some fun and watch our Niners win.
And there you go, Bethel, because you know what? Even if you go by yourself, you're surrounded. I mean, it's going to be another sellout crazy crowd.
Yeah.
All right, Bethel.
All right, let's go Niners.
Yes.
Get another bout.
See you tomorrow, fam.
And hit that like for Rumble Sports. Let's go.
Thanks, Bethel. Good night, fam. And I zoom over to area code is 609.
And we're going to find out if there's somebody out there that's capable of actually telling us what we can do for poor Matt LeFleur and Aaron Rodgers. 609.
Is this the Ronbo, the king?
That's it. What is your name?
Hey, this is Greg. Remember you sang happy birthday to me on my birthday?
Oh, it's Greg. Make sure you get Greg. That's Greg. It's 609 area code. Greg, I do remember that.
Yeah, Niner Nut, man. So listen, remember, I hear that that Matt LeFleur had made another phone call. Matter of fact, I got it right here. You want to hear it?
I really do. Please.
Yeah, hold on. Here it is. I'm gonna play it for you. Ready?
All right.
Hit play. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, hello. This is Matt LeFleur. Hi, I'd like to talk to John Harballs, please.
Yeah, this is John. How you doing?
Yeah, hi. I want to ask you, how do you beat the 49ers? Because you beat them back in the season. Can you give me some advice?
Well, it's got to be muddy. It's got to be rainy. You got to have a mobile quarterback, and you got to have a defense that's depleted. So you can basically maybe kick a field goal. Oh, and by the way, you got to be at home.
Well, that's not us.
I guess you're fucked. Goodbye. I thought you liked that.
And I did. And basically, that is, in comedic form, that is exactly what's going on here. There is no
hilarious, but you know
rhyme
what?
or reason. You know?
But you know what? Well, whatever. I don't care. I don't care what they say. Listen, we're going to tear the shit out of them. Yeah. We are going to beat the shit out of them. I mean, I don't like to say it, but I really think we're going to knock the hell out of them because we got everybody back. We're looking good. We're looking sweet. And we're at home. And you know what? This ain't Jimmy Graham from 2012.
No.
Okay?
Yeah.
Unless Brent Jones comes out, he could probably do a better job. Number two.
Jordy. What was this guy? Jordy Matthew? Is it Jordy? Who's this guy?
Jordan Matthew. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Jordy, yeah.
Jordy's
Nelson,
not going to be there.
His name is.
Ah.
No, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Listen, you got to get everybody gets a chance. Don't worry. It's any given Sunday, but shit, well, there's no way. And Garoppolo's going to have a good game. There's no doubt. I mean, I don't want to hear any bullshit about him. How he can't do this, he can't do. He can't match Aaron Rodgers.
Sick of that.
Whatever. The kid. I mean, his first year, and he proved himself. He's proved himself. He throws a bad interception, comes back and throws a touchdown and win the game. Comes back and makes a big. I don't want to hear it. Joe Montana threw three picks in the championship game, and what did he do? I mean, come on, just give me a break. I'm not comparing him to Joe, but this kid, he's pretty damn good. I'm not worried about him. I am worried about the offense. I'm not worried about anybody. I'm confident as hell, and I think everybody in Niner Nation should be the same. What do you say, Ronbo?
I mean, I couldn't endorse that. I mean, I'm telling you right now, Greg, I am so on board with this. You know what? Like I said, matchups-wise, this is not a game or a contest. And Kyle Shanahan, cerebrally, it's not a matchup either. Well, LaFleur, as you say, I like that. I forgot Stephen A. Smith does it. LaFleur, they cannot do anything with Kyle Shanahan. Come on.
Shut up already. Need it, right? Enough of this shit crap, all right? Guy looks like he just got out of high school, for Christ's sake. All right, whatever. The coach, you're coaching your first year. We're going to show you what the hell coaching is like. So, look, I'm going to be humble. I'm going to be, give him the respect. Yeah. But I'm gonna look at it like this. I'm going to take a big thing of cheese, put it in the microwave, put it on 3 minutes. That is going to be what the Packers are going to look like in the fourth quarter. That's all. All right. So chew on that.
That's going to be fun.
Slurp on that.
A bowl of cheese soup.
All right, Ronbo, I'll let you take other calls. I'll be calling in this week, bud.
Hey, look at me, Greg.
You take care.
Appreciate
right,
the fam. I love the bit. Have a good night.
Same to you, buddy.
That was awesome. Tony.
Ronbo. What's happening, brother?
Come on in, man, because here's the thing is, we're having fun tonight, clowning LaFleur, and also Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, Mr. Legendary Hall of Famer, he's calling the guy he replaced years ago, Brad, what the hell am I going to do? Well, I'll tell you what, you better start fast.
Rambo.
Yes, Tony.
I want to get this in, mate. So let me. I've linked it to your Gmail account, so you can look it up there.
Okay.
All right. So let's put this shit to bed now. McVay's going to give Sean McVay's going to give the flower child the wrong shit, and I'll read it to you why. John McVay, his grandfather, was a long-time executive with the club and served as an instrumental role as a personal man and a voice of reason, often becoming a diplomat in conflicts between Eddie DeBartolo and Bill Walsh. McVay is enshrined in the 49ers Hall of Fame. Sean McVay recalls sitting on the bus. The year was 1994, and McVay vividly recalls wearing a Deion Sanders jersey. And, quote, says, "This organization is something that is very special to my family because of my grandfather's history," McVay said this week on a conference call with Bay Area reporters. Now, that article is about a year old. So what I want you to do is email it to Sean McVay, just in case he gave him some information, all right? And to the Flower Child, so then he thinks, shit, did this guy give me the right information or the wrong information, which will prompt him to give McVay another call and say, man, what have you done to me? And then McVay's going to say, he's going to read the article that you sent him, and he's going to say, I don't want to comment. No comment, mate. Don't worry about it. Just do what you got to do.
Hey, Tony, you pointed out something that I'll bet you 99% of us forgot all about. The McVay family is indeed entrenched in 49er tradition and some of the goals that have been accomplished. His grandfather. You're absolutely right. The McVay, yeah. I forgot about the connection there. So Sean's got no business saying anything more than, hey, good luck to you, bro. You know what? I've already been there, and I'm going to tell you, it's a very dark and scary place. But, you know, all I can tell you is do the best you can. I haven't got time for this. Anyway, how you been doing? If you want to have a beer sometime, I'm ready for that, though. It's futile. It's useless.
Yeah. And as far as the referees go, all right, here's the way I'm going to put it to you. Jimmy Garoppolo is of what background?
Italian.
Yeah. And he comes from Chicago. And who is in Chicago? The mob. So the mob have already sent around someone to go and visit the referees and say, look, you guys better behave in this game or I'm going to send the horse's head to your house, brother.
You know, and also not only that, but you're making jokes. But here's the thing: do you know Nick Bosa's grandfather really was a mob head?
Well, there you go. We've got connections everywhere.
Yeah. So the thing is though, the refs. Listen. The kid just pointed. Who's that? Somebody just pointed out. There is no reason for anybody to back up any cheating going on here to get the Packers into the Super Bowl. The Packers don't put up enough juice to deal with either the Kansas City Chiefs or the now all of a sudden out of nowhere Tennessee Titans. So why would anybody get behind them to ruin the Super Bowl so they can go in there and get crushed like a grape? You know? So this is funny stuff.
Can you imagine the amount of money the mob would put on that game?
Oh, yes, indeed.
49ers versus Super Bowl.
I'm worried about them getting more farther involved in the game than they already are. But wherever there's big money rolling in America, usually the mob is somewhere involved. But hopefully, they'll let this play out. Because if they own the gambling houses, they're going to make money no matter what, Tony. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah. But we got an Italian boy on our side.
Well, two. One of them actually is mob affiliated. Hey, but Tony, I tell you what I'm going to do, fam. We're going to go and be back tomorrow.
Yeah, email those. It's
I
on your
can't wait
Gmail,
to see it.
Ronbo, so
I'm going to
email
post it up everywhere.
You'll enjoy
That's what I do. I know I will. Night, Tony.
Thanks, brother.
Oh, thank you. Bye, Tony.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Sleo!
Cristiano Ronbo!
I haven't heard from you in a long time. Last time I did you a favor, I thought I'd be hearing from you more often. But Shalil, what do you got for me tonight? Hey, do that thing that you like to do about that team in Texas. I love when you do that.
What's the team called? Oh! How about the Cowgirls? How about the Seacocks? The Lambs? What are we talking about here tonight?
Hey, tonight.
McChicken Nuggets?
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't know
And
how.
Buddy McAss?
The shameless the shameless activity of Matt LeFleur and Aaron Rodgers. What are they doing? How embarrassing. You guys are calling around trying to solicit help from others? Aaron Rodgers is on Sirius Radio talking to Brett Favre about, Brett, what can I do, Brett? They almost killed me last time. I can't. Matt LeFleur doesn't know what to do. I'm out here. I'm all alone out here. So I can't wait to see what develops Sunday. This is going to be might be hilarious.
It's gonna be hilarious, Ronbo. You know what? On the other side, in the AFC, I think McCombs better not go to the Super Bowl because he's going to get cursed.
How come?
He's going to get cursed. That Madden cover
it's
curse,
real.
man.
It
That's
really
going to
is.
get to him. And if he does, whoever he plays, the Green Bay Packers or the 49ers, I think he's going to get it. I think he's going to get the curse. And if he goes to the Super Bowl, he might end up being Dan Marino. Okay?
Who'll never win. But at least he's won one.
Never win. And he's got a coach that never won either.
No, I mean, Aaron Rodgers won one. But I mean, LaFleur.
I'm talking about Mahomes.
Oh, yeah, right?
Mahomes
that's right. The
has
Madden
a coach
curse.
that hasn't
Andy
won either.
Reid, this is a real problem with him. In fact, them getting this far. Oh, they lost last year to the Patriots because of D Ford jumping off sides. I forgot about that.
But if they play our defense in the Super Bowl, it's gonna be tough for Mahomes.
Yeah, it is.
He's gonna have nightmares.
People don't understand that. He's not gonna be able to get away with the things he gets away with everybody else. The 49ers aren't gonna have that. I don't care who it is. You're not gonna just run rompshot over the 49ers offense or defense.
Niners and Packers, it's gonna be really close. I think it should be down to a field goal.
Really?
And we take it. Because he's probably going to call up his buddy McAss and be like, hey, what's going on?
He couldn't help.
This team?
I think, you know what, Shalil, I got to disagree because you know what? Shanahan is not going to make – Shanahan may go a little conservative with some of these games at times. There won't be any conservative displays in this game. Shanahan's going to want to get to the Super Bowl. You know how bad he wants to get back to the Super Bowl to redeem himself after that last Super Bowl that everybody blamed on him? So I got to tell you, these guys could be the sacrificial
Atlanta
lambs.
fans are still mad.
They'll never stop being mad. So that's why
they'll never stop.
They're pissed. And that's why I know the Packers are going to be the sacrificial lambs. They are going to be destroyed. And the Super Bowl, I can't imagine what Shanahan's got planned. He's going to have to wait and see who's playing first. But make no mistake, the Packers are going down. And they're going down hard and brutal. No doubt about it.
Man, I want some mozzarella cheese right now. I have to wait till Sunday.
Have you seen
cheese?
We got to tell anybody sees a cheesehead sitting in the stands with that cheese on his head, make sure to take a large knife-looking object, don't use a real one, and start cutting into that hat. Dude, this ain't Green Bay, man. We don't play that here. Get that cheese out of here. Gotta be hilarious.
just put a little bit of cheese,
Yeah. Or put a couple of big slices of bread on his head, Oh, God.
Toast it up, put some cheese on it.
Yeah. Or else hold a bottle of wine next to his head. You want a little wine with that cheese?
Like Kirk Cousins' line. You like that?
Shalio, we're out of here. Oh, hey, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be here every day anyway. So, Shalio, have a good night, fam.
Call you tomorrow, Ronbo. Thank you for the platform, and shout out to the Empire. Later.
Thank you, Shalio. Night. And and there he is. And he taught me how to pronounce his name the other day. It's Joe, no together. There's a hyphen between there, so it's Joe Tess. Joe Tess 09 says, got to start fast Sunday to get a win. Let's go. Thanks for that, Joe Tess. Anybody, no concern about the 49ers offense. They'll get off. Absolutely. I mean, those guys can't stop the 49ers offense. KC.
Hey, Ronbo.
Casey, how you doing tonight?
Hey, Ronbo.
How you doing, Casey?
Hey, I'm just thinking if that Aaron Rodgers tears his ACL, we've got a nice backup spot for him.
That would be a good idea for him anyway, Casey. This way you don't have to suffer the entire embarrassment. Bringing the second-string quarterback in, and then you can at least say, well, Aaron Rodgers went down in that game, or it would have been another story. Oh, yeah. The only thing that would have changed is Aaron Rodgers lost instead of your backup quarterback.
I'm ready for this to go on for the next year, Ronbo. This is going to be, Niners are going to win the Super Bowl, and the story is going to be, well, they started off with a really easy schedule.
Yeah. But then we went through absolute hell in the second half. We should get credit for that, Casey. Nobody went through any. That's not the first time in history any team has had to endure 3 10-plus winners in a row. Boy, that's came out 2 out of 3. God, I love it. So you know what?
Yeah, and you know what I've been thinking about too is the Week 3 game with the Steelers when they came back from 5 turnovers.
See, how many teams get to play with that many turnovers and still win? We should have known right then and there this is not your average team. Oh,
yeah. Yeah. You know what else I've been thinking about too is before that when actually Jed York, I believe, said champions behave like champions before they're champions. And that's
Walsh said
the
that.
Niners,
That was
they look
Bill
like
Walsh.
champions
Before they become champions.
Okay, that was Bill Walsh. But Jed said it 2 years ago, right? So
yeah, Jed. He may have had a version of that too, though. Now, I do mention that because he says we don't win, we don't hang division banners. We're about championships. Jed said that. Everybody hated Jed at that time, but everybody applauded that. We don't hang division banners around here. We're about championships. So yeah, Jed's right. Greatest, and if they
that's pretty much my call, Ron. But I'm worried about
it's okay, KC. I mean, I'm going to be here every day. So if you got more, I'll be here for you tomorrow. No problem.
All right, John. Yeah, sounds good. Hey, Rob, I'll let you go, man. Let me give a shout out to
you got to do that. That's
MC Niner.
Yeah.
MC Niner's fact of the matter is he's been making money all year.
He has. I got it. And he won't even give out a loan. I could ask him for a 10 spot. He doesn't even have it.
Yeah. All right, Rumble. I'll see you after the game Sunday, man. Take it easy.
All right, man. Have a great night. It's KC without the Sunshine Band, just KC. Hey, Chris.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Chris, I'm telling you right now, it's the most joyous time of the year next to Christmas. I'm telling you, the fact of the matter is, knowing that your team is so much more far superior than the team you're about to play is fun stuff. Now, we're trying to help out now, since it is that bad. We feel like we should help this out for entertainment purposes to make this game more competitive. We're trying to help out Matt LeFleur and Aaron Rodgers come up with answers that may be able to help them out, at least avoid embarrassment this Sunday. Have you got any suggestions?
I got a better suggestion. He should go talk to Greg Roman. Probably be a good suggestion.
There you go. And it needs to get who's going to get? Maybe can borrow that guy from what's the Saints backup quarterback?
Oh, Taysom Hill.
Yeah. See if we get Taysom Hill to make him look like Aaron Rodgers, put a little mustache on him and everything, and get him out there to great and have him running around. Taysom Hill's going to be good. Because Aaron, I don't know that there's any new tricks to suddenly tell Aaron, all right, Aaron, what we're going to do this weekend. And Aaron, listen, don't fight me on this. You're going to need to do a lot of bubble screens. We're going to move you out of the pocket with a lot of bootlegs and stuff like that. Aaron, we've only got Devontae Adams. You've got a half a field to throw on. We've got to really become ingenious on this game plan. Can you?
The thing with Matt LeFleur is it's kind of like it's Aaron Rodgers' team. It's like Aaron Rodgers is the head coach. Matt LeFleur doesn't look like a head coach material.
It looks like he's scared of Aaron, doesn't he? He really does.
Yes. It's like Aaron Rodgers runs the team and tells him, "Hey, I'm not listening to your damn playbook. I do what I want."
I mean, that beginning of the season, they were at odds at each other about how they're going to run that offense. I mean, it's hilarious. So, He's got to listen now because they're 13-3. But they talk about us having a soft schedule. You look down the Green Bay Packers schedule. Look who they beat. They don't get
Detroit
any
Lions,
flack about
and
that.
they were down by 10 points.
And they
were
almost
down
lost.
by 10 points.
That's right. So now you're going to tell me the 49ers are going to go in there and struggle against these guys? Are they going to come in here and struggle? I don't see it.
Oh, no. And they almost blew the game. They almost blew Seattle game, and Seattle wasn't even at full strength.
Right.
Give me a break.
In Green Bay. And now these talking heads around the league are talking about, well, the script is going, that's my favorite. Well, the Packers could flip the script on the 49ers. What? What script? What? Oh,
What script?
stop.
The only script I see is Aaron Rodgers taking commercials on the Super Bowl with State Farm. That's the only thing I'm going to see.
him and I could just see him on the sidelines shooting a commercial during the game. That'd be great. I like that guy from State Farm. The other guy that's always trying to get Aaron to switch.
Yeah.
Especially when he's sitting in that car. Rocking the ball. Hey, stop. You're not going to run my rates up.
But after Sunday's championship game, Aaron Rodgers might have to switch insurance because Allstate might cover what the mayhem's going to go through because the Bosa's going to come after him, and those Armstead, Buckner, man, D4, that's going to be unfair, man. So he might as well switch to Allstate after Sunday.
I just don't know. Their offensive line, I really am scared for them because you got a 49 team that's really pumped up, and they don't want to hear about a challenge this weekend. I really feel sorry for any team that's trying to stand between the 49ers and the NFC Championship. That is frightening, the whole thought. You talk about a team that's dialed in and talented and not in the slightest bit of mood to be denied. This is going to be crazy.
Yeah, the only difference I've seen out of the Green Bay and the Niners locker room type of difference is you don't see the Niners getting too hyped up about the game. They're kind of stay more focused. But with Green Bay, you look at them too hyped up like the Minnesota Vikings were, but you didn't look at the way they respect the coach.
Yeah, no, hold on. I got a guy that disrespected women here in the chat. Mosmech. Stop. Go up two. Mosmech. Yeah. Mosmech, you can't, you leave the ladies alone. I'll warn you once, and then we will dismiss you. I don't want ladies to be afraid to come in here and join the chat. If you say one more thing to Donna Bell, you are gone. I just want you to know, I don't play that. All right. No racism, and there's absolutely no attacking women in any form. All right. Hey, go ahead, fam.
Yeah, but you know what's going to be even funnier is I don't know if I could do a Patrick Mahomes impression voice, but if this Super Bowl came down, it'd be like, "Hey guys, I'm going to play the 49ers in the Super Bowl. I better not choke for big fat Andy Reid." Do I sound like him a little bit?
Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, God. You know what? I hope the game is entertaining.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little closer, so I say 34-24. I don't think they're going to be a pushover this time.
You think they're going to score 24 points on the defense this weekend? I can almost guarantee they don't get over 20. We'll see. Yeah, because we're going to take everybody's score. Should we mark you down for that? You want to think about that? Because we weren't going to do scores until for a few days. But should we put you down officially for 37-24?
Yeah, like 20. I mean 34 to 20, 34 to 20, 34 to 24 because we're 10. I mean, I just think Green Bay's going to want to play for something. They're going to play more hard, but we're going to be the one that's going to play better.
Oh yeah. There's no doubt about it. 49ers are dialed in. They're at home. They know that this is the only thing standing between them. I'm looking for an absolute destruction. I mean, I don't see. Yeah, go ahead.
And usually a team that gets a rematch in the playoffs, they don't fare well. Like the ones who lose, they don't fare well good.
Yeah, so that's why the 49ers do have to. The 49ers have to go to the Super Bowl and win. Don't go in there and lose, and you end up looking like the Rams next year. Although, I think our team's a little stronger than that mentally. And the Rams, remember, the Rams rented a championship by getting all those free agents in there, paying them all the money they had, getting rid of all their draft picks. They were. I have to give the Rams credit for that, though. They went with a plan and they stuck with it. It didn't work, and now, have they got? And they're still doing it. You got Jalen Ramsey, and who else you got? You got to pick all your picks in the middle of the draft and build your team from that. You got no money to buy any more free agents. What are you doing? Oh, I'm so glad.
They're giving up so much picks. They're giving up so much picks and salary cap for Ramsey. I think they gave up 2 first rounds, and I guess they gave up a third or fourth.
Oh, no future. All right, fam. Hey, we got to go. I'll be back tomorrow, though. We can talk some more football. More Niner football.
All right, Bob.
Have a good night.
You too, man.
Oh, man. Well, no, he's not here. I haven't said it in such a long time. I enjoy it. It's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Show's gonna. Ronbo's thinking about me. So I just like the song. Anyway, Mark Slaughter. Hey, I still hate Jed until we win the Super Bowl. Mark, you know what? It's something we all really still feel. I mean, the man that he couldn't get rid of Trent Baalke that year. He gets rid of Harbs. He even allowed Trent to try to trade Harbs to the Cleveland Browns. And you know what they were trading for? We were going to get Flash Gordon for Trent, for Harbs that year. You remember that? Fortunately, the Browns didn't go for it. But still, that they tried. That sent a message to Harbs, and he's out of here. Anyway, Mark, thanks for that contribution, fam. Right here. Fam, you know, I'm going to go ahead and take out, so we're going to be hanging out all week long. And don't forget to hit that like, fam. Yeah, hit that like. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Ain't no telling what's going to happen. Because, you know, we may find out if McFlay actually ditched on his granddaughter. Ooh la la.